I had to click start stream 3 times. Might get the right spot yet. Yeah. Sometimes I go to a world and I don't see something that's like, damn. This is a Mega Man world. Got a lot of memes in the background, right? A lot of references. Got a lot of avatars. There's the Mega Man avatar. There's a Zero avatar over there. Yeah, there's the Axel avatar over there that I just noticed right when I went live doing his little fucking Orange Justice. I'll be staring at that all day today. Oh, I didn't open Chatterino. Like, why is the chat so small? Because I don't have it open. Hi, Yuki. Hola. Just subscribed for 14 months in a row. Holy. Thank you. Oh, shit. Another month and a week. Well, good morning. Yeah, I was like, wait, didn't Yuki just do one? But what Twitch says. Hi, Bits. Hi, Unknown. Hi, Gana. Hi, Zvi. I literally wasn't ignoring you guys. I was sharing the fucking Axel avatar with you. Forever late, Unknown with the yo. He's ignoring chat. I don't respond to you in 5... I wasn't even a response to you. Your first message was he's ignoring me. What the heck? So, Walker, are you doing today? It'll be a BDO video to start with. I smile. You know what they say, a femboy a day keeps the straight thoughts away. Anyway, I think girls are kind of neat. Hi, Juice. Okay, good night. Sleep well, smile. Adios, chat. Are you heading out as well, Bits? Neelifs. Let's get started. Gun. Okay, I said there's memes in the background, right? I just noticed the L'Oreal Zero thing, which is really fucking funny. Can this camera get off my hand? There we go. Ugh. Girls, you mean fake femboys? Hi, Techno. One of my favorite posts, Gana, is it's a guy who's like, dudes, I just discovered like womanly femboys. Like, they're femboys, but instead of a dick, they just have a vagina. And like, oh my god, this seems like the best thing ever. And people were just like, that's just a girl, you idiot. What the fuck are you talking about? Get back over here. Guess who just got asked to work a closing shift on their day off? That we'll come back. That fucking sucks, Techno. Femboys without inbuilt joysticks. Tries, what will they think up next? Okay. What is that? 10? You got Flavor, yes sir, Shradi. Oh, you got Seahorse. Gura, you got Gura. Den. The literal mod. Oh, you got Jewel also. Okay. Alright. That puts us at 11. Are you meant to play with them? Whoa. Ooh. We're gonna be dying at peak today. Finally, 20 incline day. 20? What about that? I don't think it even goes that high. As in, it doesn't go that high. I agree, Anne. Grian, I wasn't like... Yesterday after the walk... Chat, do this. I finished up, I got my snack, I came back to my PC, and there was literally not a single instance that was open. Like, when it says, you know, friend locations, it was like all closed, and then online friends that, you know, have a status that you have to request to join. Hi, Pixel. And I was just like, damn, that sucks. I really wanted to nap in VR today. But I'm not going to sit here and, like, request on people and, like, wait 5 minutes, and you just deal with that. So I'm just, like, going to get off VR chat and go to bed. I was literally just, like, bummed out, but at the same time, I was so tired, I was like, I don't have time for this. I'm just going to sleep. I get out of VR chat. I go over to the bedroom in the basement where I normally sleep, because that's in a different room than my PC. And my mom was exercising there, so I was just like, oh, well, I gotta sleep in my room then, you know, just on my bed, but like not in VR, if I want to sleep. And that's when I came back and I saw the DMs, and I was just like, oh, and basically, Grian MVP saved the day, saved the nap, because I saw their DMs and I was like, they were just in an instance, okay, I'll get on. Then it was a really nice nap. Chicks with dicks, but without the dicks, what's next? They gonna remove the chick, and then they're just left with, how am I supposed to fantasize about a preposition? Hat fiend, okay. I think what I should have done yesterday, I should have made the invite plus world before. Is that Booba? Is that a Booba emote? A Wooga. I should have made the friends plus and then gone AFK, because I think that would have given more of a sign to everybody, like, hey, this is the instance. I don't know. This is like a once in a year issue, because normally Full's just on and I can go join them. Really mad, stop talking to me. Are you going to bed? But I'm an ED horse every time you at me. I stay longer. Then go to bed. Gran was really sad when you got off. Yelling, Ganna won't let me sleep. They're trying to teach you to seize your own destiny. It's happened so many times, Ganna, where like, you request to join people, and like VRChat just eats the invite, and so like they never see it, or like they're busy. Hi, they're busy, so they just decline it. But you don't have a way of knowing, right? There's nothing that's like, I sent an invite to somebody, and they decline it. You don't get a notification. It's like, hey, your request has been, you know, rejected, right? So, like, you get stuck in limbo where you, like, you send out requests to join on, like, 3 to 5 people. And then you just wait there. You just, you know, hopefully one of them will say yes, or even get it. And it's like, I hate requesting to join. I hate that. So I don't like the system. Elon, you better be adding waterbed physics to your buttlin. Waterbed physics to my butt. Yeah, do the thing Elon said. Hi, Global. Hi, Clop, Clopper, Clopperton. Please, no. Look at how cute I am. Oh. I mean, so I noticed the colors at first. Now I'm, like, actually noticing a little, like, hairpin. I'm like, oh, wait, that is cute. I always seize my destiny. That's the name of my okay. Yeppers had that a few times. It's dumb. We did lunges. We're at hamstrings. Okay, I'm gone for real this time. So that was the second not real I'm going to bed. We'll see you smile in like 10 more minutes when they can't resist commenting on another thing. Good night, smile. Wild Piss Boy Fetish Death. The name of my garage band. That's awful. I hate that. See you in 10, smile, night, night, smile. But it's memorable. Is it? Memorable for being horrendous. Oh. Hello, hello. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. I hate training splits. Ow. This sucks. Ow. Ugh. Oh my god, 600 points away from Moogland. Moogland! Ugh. I need to do more Avatar work soon. I need to do it before I get, like, behind and don't do anything for months. I have... Here's a goal. I'll try and do... It's already Wednesday. That is a very aggressive goal now that I think about it. Side note, this is why I never announce when I'm going to sleep. Lie down for a bit. I want to do the next Avatar. I was going to say, I'll make a goal to do it by Friday night. And then I realized that's literally just tonight, tomorrow, and Friday before VR chat stuff. And that is not enough time for me to do an Avatar. But the next one will be Bunny Girl stuff. Ugh. Toe touches. Mega Man is such a weird series to me. Because, like, there's the main Mega Man games. And I've never played a single one of those. But I have played Battle Network, Zero, Legends. It's like, I played a lot of the side games around just the main series. Oh no, they are turning our femboy into a bunny girl. It will still be a boy. It's just gonna be, you know, the bunny outfit. I already have it favorited on Booth. I don't have it, I haven't bought it yet, but that's not really a thing that's like, you know, oh, I need to wait on that. That'll literally just be click download. I could potentially set this up on my own. It really shouldn't be that hard. It should be a simple... I create another prefab, which I don't know how simple that is. I think that might just be select duplicate. And then in that prefab, I think I just delete old clothes, apply new clothes, which, you know, I'm saying it in my head, I'm like, that sounds easy. That sounds super simple and whatnot. But we will see. What are we at? Cami stretch? The hard part of the bunny outfit will be getting Space Fish's ears and tail on it. Maybe not too bad. Prefab, yeah, you lost me. So I think it's called a prefab, but basically, Makai helped me set up, like, this is a starting point. When you make a new avatar, start here, as I think it's called the prefab, and then duplicate it and, like, start making edits to this. It won't make edits to all the other stuff, although things that I can do to a certain prefab will parent down to other prefabs. So if I did, like, tattoo work on the main one at the top, I think it'll go down. But anything I do within that prefab itself will only affect that one individual avatar upload. I think. Ugh. Ugh. 3, 2, 1, 0. It's okay. It's it's actually what I like always wanted with Avatar stuff. And surprisingly, Oku was unfamiliar with this. Or they were, but they didn't think to use it for this stuff. But it was something I was like, Oku, how do we do this? And Oku was like, I don't think you really need to. And then like Micaiah showing me, I was like, that's the thing I wanted. Makes sense, I guess. It's basically like saving a save point, right? Like imagine you have an avatar that solely exists for, we are doing a new outfit, copy paste this and start here. Then I'm gonna send you a goodnight kiss when you least expect it. When I least expect it, what the heck? There's a fucking Moogle billboard over there. Hi, Wrath. We have Peak today. I'm very excited for Peak. I was watching Kana play it last night, and I was tempted to join, but I was doing WoW stuff and getting sleepy. That's nice. Squats. We're at squats. No nap, Rippers. No nap today. God, in 4 days we're gonna get 1 nap. I hate that. I hope I will be able to participate. You did last time, right? Or were you one of the ones that was having a lot of issues? I can't remember. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 days. So Sunday, no nap. Monday, no nap. Tuesday, we got a nap. Wednesday, no nap. 4 days, 1 nap. I was in one game, I think, and I had to leave. Gotcha. One, 2, 3, 4. Oh my goodness. The past 4 days. Hi, Astel. Thought you meant future 4 days. No. Hi, Kuro. Kuro, have you ever played any Mega Man games? I feel like you're too much of a zoomer for that. Good job today, Kuro. Thank you. Yeah. We've done 2 squats so far of our 10. I used to love Mega Man Legends on the PlayStation. I didn't even know it was on the PlayStation. I played on the Nintendo 64, and I think it was called Mega Man... God, what was it? Mega Man 64 then? The one where you go into, like, they were, like, underground facilities and had the fucking tank controls. Literally, like, you'd turn left, and it'd literally be, like, turning radius like this. It was so horrendous. Yes. I played that one for... Oh, God, probably... I put, like, 100 hours in that one. I would have put more, but it was my friend's. I had to, like, borrow it from him for, like, you know, a few days at a time and give it back. I never owned it myself, but God, that game was so fun. That is a game that, like, should stay in your nostalgia. You should not go back and play it. I watched my friend Atticus go back and play it recently. I'd forgotten how bad the tank controls were. I don't think I realized how bad they were back then. But watching him, like, literally pull his hair out because he's, like, trying to shoot this, like, ranged mob that, like, he has to, like, fucking just... Oh, God, it was so horrendous. Yeah, I was afraid of that, Lamau. I know it won't hold up. Hi, Flaming Gamer. Heyo, Ewan. How's it going, lovely? It's going good. It's going good. We've done I think we've only done 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hello, Ewan. Hi, Kuro. Ewan, what's up? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm playing Peak today, Kuro. It's got the Mesa update. I'm very excited for that. I am so sleepy. Good night. Whoa. Sleep well. I feel like you were unable to see this earlier, so you get it again. Thank you, Kuro. Good job today. Oh. I accidentally grabbed my camera. Mwah. Thank you again. Hi, Hobbit. Hello, Kuroki. Sleep well. I'm very excited for Cairo to wake up. I have very good news for him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I have one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Last is the flank. Wow, that song is really short. It just like starts and stops. This is a Mega Man song, but it does a certain thing in the music that makes me think of Custom Robo. Hi Logitech, and hi Smug. Logitech, we got 7 of 8 normal down. We simply did not have enough time to learn Dimensius. 22 start, 25 in. Custom Robo? Custom Robo is a video game series, Gana. It had like 3 or 4 games. And there was one on the GameCube that I really, really love. Yo, sup. 20 seconds down. 30 seconds down. I don't know, I bring up Custom Robo, and usually there's like 1 or 2 people that are like, holy shit, someone else played Custom Robo! Most of the time, it's like, nobody's ever heard of this series. I didn't know there was 4 games. I only played Arena. There ain't normal here too. Managed to get the first intermission on the last boss. Really no guides out last night. I found one guide that seemed pretty good. We spent more time than we should have on the 7th boss. But our raid leader, well, I guess we one-shotted Spice Call. Nixwar did not understand one of the mechanics. And he didn't understand it because the video guide that he watched just said the wrong fucking thing. Which might have come from PTR changes, but... 130. Halfway there. When Salad threw out the 3 void bombs, the big spiky balls that pull you, you're supposed to put them around the ring, or around the room, right? Well, fucking Nixor was like, alright, stack them, and we're like, wait, what? Huh? Stack them? And that got half our raid killed. I love Custom Robo so much, I went and played LVX, which is like so aimed at kids. So wait, hold on, Gana. You love and played a lot of Custom Robo. When I mentioned it, you went, Custom Robo? Question mark? Like you didn't know what it was? We also had 27 to 28 people in the raid last night. Discord was a shit show. But that's fun, right? 30 more seconds. I was confused that others had heard of it. 20 seconds. Let alone played. 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Uh, uh, uh. Had some humor that only Kyra would have laughed at. Oh no. I played the ever-living fuck out of the GameCube one Gana, which I think it's just called Custom Robo. I think it's like the third in the series, but because it was like a new console for them, it was like, we're not calling it Custom Robo 3 or something. They just called it Custom Robo. Or maybe it's Custom Robo, I don't remember. I wonder if I still have the case. Oh, I'm losing tracking over here. And this sword is in the way. Okay, let's see. I do still have the case. I see it right here. Yeah, it doesn't have anything like special label on it. It just says Custom Robo. Design your own custom Robo Warrior and battle your friends in a virtual arena. Create countless Robo variations using nearly 200 specialized parts, including bodies, legs, guns, bombs, and homing pods. Set your strategy, customize your Robo, and enter the Holosseum. Oh god, the Holosseum. It was holographic Colosseum. Oh. I'd play it, but GameCube is kind of ass. Really? The DS one is outdated as is. I loved the GameCube. It's been a new revelation to me to learn that it, like, did commercially poorly. Because I thought I did really well. It's just, you know, nothing competes with the fucking PlayStation 2. Wait, you don't fight in a cardboard box? No. I never played GameCube. You guys wait there. I'm gonna flip my feet around. PS2, my beloved. GameCube was rad. I was surprised to learn it was more powerful than the PS2. Wait, was it actually? I loved my GameCube. I had a Nintendo 64 before that. The GameCube was my second console. Customer Arena, you fought in a cardboard box, not even joking. Wait, actually? That's kind of funny. Bloop, right here. Legit. In the GameCube Custom Robo, you would like go up to an opponent and like you'd have your Custom Robo cube thing. And you'd basically be like, yep, accept fight, and they'd be like, accept fight, and I guess they would link up and create like a holographic dome between the two. GameCube was stronger, PS2 was probably the weakest for the generation. Really? But it had a DVD player, so get fucked. Dude, holy shit, you just activated a core fucking memory. I remember going to Tahoe with my family, and we were going there. I'm gonna get on the schedule. I'm gonna start walking, and then I'm gonna talk about this. Holy shit, you just activated the fucking sleeper agent memory in me with the fucking DVD thing. Oh. Who raided me? So now I have a fucking stream of myself open. Okay. Start. Yes, wake up. I don't have Wi-Fi. Manual workout. We're walking. Okay. So I go on like a 5-day trip to Tahoe, Lake Tahoe in California. And while there, it was me, my parents, I think I got to bring a friend. It was hi Cream Pie Crusader. It was two of my dad's friends from when he was in college and their families. And so, you know, just like 3 different families all in a big like mansion cabin thing. And while there, one of my dad's friends, I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. He asked me like, hey, I want to get my kids a game system. Which would you recommend? Like, I want kid-friendly games. They're very young. But I'm thinking the PS2. And I'm like, well, the PS2 is gonna have, like, games for kids on it, but, like, I really like Nintendo. I'd get them a GameCube. Because, like, you know, that's gonna have the most kid-friendly lineup, and honestly, I think it's just got the best games, because, you know, I was a Nintendo fanboy. And I just remember him going, yeah, but the PS2 is a DVD player also, isn't it? And I was like, does it matter? I remember probably being fucking so privileged and entitled at this, and I was like, you don't just have a DVD player? What the hell is this music? Also, did you set the incline? I did not set the incline. Thank you. Luigi's Mansion. I just remember him being like, he was asking, and I gave him an answer, and he didn't like the answer. He really wanted me to say PS2 because DVD player. So it was fucking first season Yu-Gi-Oh! What the hell is this music? Also, did you set the incline, Luigi's Mansion? I don't just have a D player, I have a PS3. I remember people were mad that the PS2 controller's DVD controls weren't explained anywhere. But the Xbox, you had to buy a special remote for it? Holy. Yeah, I think I own like 3 DVDs total. Like, I'm just not a movie guy, right? And so I didn't give a shit about the PS2 being a DVD player. Luigi's I'm Humping Everything Mansion? Is that like an animation that plays that just looks like Luigi's humping everything? Oh boy, walking time. Hi, Joe. I own a few hundred because internet is a new thing. I mean, so I grew up with VHSs, right? I remember at one point, my parents had like the entire Winnie the Pooh VHS set for me. Because I fucking loved Winnie the Pooh as like a 4-year-old. Hi, Liar's Dice. And so when DVDs became a thing, I was just kind of over movies and shows. I just didn't care. It's all about video games at that point. I remember being 6 years old. We moved to Colorado. I made some friends that had, Hi, Devilgated. They had video games. I remember one in particular. He had like Cruisin' USA, Rush 64. A lot of just fun games like that. I was like, man, these are awesome. I want video games. These things are so cool. And so my parents bought me a Nintendo 64. And they got me Gex 64. And And I loved it and I played a lot, but it was like, I never beat it because I didn't have a memory card. And it was way too much to beat on one sitting as my own. I was never that driven for it. Hi, Harley. 34C in my room and rising. Say Gex. Harley, all I can think about is a fucking comic I sent to somebody recently. It's this girl, fucking Sugoi Dakai. And she comes out and to the living room. There's a femboy sitting on the couch. And she's like, "It's so hot. Hi, Octomage. That puts us at max. Please help, what do I do? I'm burning alive in my room." And he's like, "I don't know, wear less clothes." And then the next panel is like, her in nothing but her underwear back in the living room, and it says 5 minutes later. "It's still so hot. Can I just hang out here with you for a bit?" And the femboy's like, yeah, sure. Why did I think of that? I don't know. Hot girl in a room toasting. I don't know. I had a DVD player on its own. I didn't need no console to play me those. There was a long time period where the only game console I had was a laptop. Maybe a DS Lite. When it was outdated. The second game I got, I think a month after Gex 64. I think maybe I wasn't playing enough. And so my parents were like, "He's not using it enough. We need to get him a game." Or that I was probably begging them for more games. That's probably more likely. They got me Extreme G2 Racing. The motorcycle game where you go, you break the sound barrier. That's when it really clicked. And I started playing a lot of video games. I started just getting as many Nintendo 64 games as I could. A lot of them were good. But a lot of them were just I don't know, I probably put 20, maybe 30 hours into them. I got a copy of Wave Racer. I definitely didn't put that much time into Wave Racer. I had Cruisin' USA, Rush 64, Super Smash Bros. I would have put a lot of time into. Mario Party. I don't remember being super into any of these. Nothing more than I wouldn't have put more than 100 hours into any of these. And then Banjo-Tooie came along. And Banjo-Tooie was the point of, okay, Yulin doesn't leave his room anymore. Yulin literally is just playing video games all day. It's a walking stream, but he's not walking. You know what, Cairo? I had good news for you. I'm not gonna say it now. I'm not even gonna tell you good morning. You've pissed me off with that comment, mister. You're pissing me off. You're pissing me. So no good news for you. If it hits 40C, I'm just not gonna wear anything. My mind looking at the two buttons. Button 1, hell yeah, let's fucking go. Button 2, oh no, surely it's gonna cool down for you. We don't want you to suffer. This on you? Okay. Please know. It is a video that my friends Koyo and Leafeons love to reference. And basically, it's this guy who English is not his first language, and he's trying to say, "You're pissing me off," but he's so worked up that he's not saying it right, so he's like, "You're pissing me! You're fucking pissing me!" And it's like, oh? I was playing Silent Hill 2 and 3 on the Xbox. Like the little freak child I was. Hi, Cairo. Hi, Cairo. Hi, Leon. What the heck? Hi, Devilgate. It's so hot, dude. You're beasting me. That's pretty funny. Banjo-Tooie was the first game that was like, I have zero desire to do anything else. All I want is Banjo-Tooie. I probably put 300 hours into that game. 100%ed it. I definitely... And like, I 100%ed it probably around hour 100. I just kept wanting to play it and do more. And like, this would have been the point where like, maybe Yulin gets into speedrunning. No. I would like... I had transformed Kazooie into a dragon. I would go to the factory level, Gruntilda's factory or whatever, and I would separate from Banjo, so that I'm just Dragon Kazooie running around. And I roleplayed like me being some fucking predator hunting the factory workers in the factory and eating them one by one. Like it was some fucking alien horror flick. I probably spent like 30 hours just doing that as a kid. Then I had that deal with the friend where... Yulin's into roleplay. I had that deal with a friend where it was like, Banjo-Tooie is the best game, no, Majora's Mask is the best game. Let's play each other's. And I got way into Majora's Mask. Played Ocarina of Time after that. Oh! Pokemon Snap I had before Banjo-Tooie. Pokemon Coliseum I had at some point. The problem is I got rid of a lot of my Nintendo 64 games. I don't remember, like, all of them that I had. Yulin's into roleplay, good to know. First he's collecting property. Now he's abusing factory workers. When's it going to end? You are such a piece of shit, Cairo. Don't act like you weren't collecting just as many, if not more, properties in Donkey Kong than me. You get off your high fucking horse. You absolute trash. I'm there. Denying the common man home ownership? I'm there. Oh god. I don't think I had Star Fox 64. I don't think I had Star Fox. I didn't play any Donkey Kong games. I remember borrowing Jet Force Gemini. I don't think I came close to beating it. Oh, I had GoldenEye. Or maybe I didn't. Maybe I just played GoldenEye at friends' houses. I don't think I had I had any Kirby games on the 64. Didn't have it, didn't have Yoshi's Island, which is probably crazy surprising. GoldenEye was a shit. It just aged so fucking badly, Lama. Now I print my own money too. Kirby 64 still rules. We're playing Kirbo 64. Cairo Auric. I bought Rabbit and Steel, and we only played it once. Yulin won't play it with me. Also Cairo Auric. Kirby 64 has been mentioned. We're playing Kirby 64. You don't have a choice. Hi, Shion. Kirby the Amazing Mirror was my first Kirby game. Cairo, I have good news for you. There were 3 people that cannot raid on time on Tuesdays. They cannot raid at all, or they will be late. So our schedule has changed to Wednesday, Thursday. I don't know how I'm going to get through Wednesdays, but my raiding schedule is now Wednesday and Thursday starting next week. And so this week, we did Tuesday. We will raid Thursday. Next week, we will not raid Tuesday. Then we'll do Wednesday, Thursday. So Tuesdays are so back, baby. Over the Amazing Mirror. Yippee. Super Smash Bros. Melee. I played the fuck out of that one on the GameCube. I also played Wind Waker. I actually have all my GameCube games over there. I could just go look at them. I don't want to interrupt the walk. We already have limited time today. Fortnite and Cola, yippee. Leon? This is a Pepsi sponsored stream? How dare you? This is not a Pepsi sponsored stream. I just know there's a Pepsi Man sign behind me. Wait, when switch to Smash? RC Cola or fight Pepsi Man? So, here's the thing, Octomage. After Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Sakurai, the game director, was like, I'm done. We're not doing Smash again. And without him, Nintendo has been like, damn, we don't really trust anyone else with the reins to Super Smash Bros. How do we convince this guy to do another game? Have we heard anything about that yet? Oh. Well, here's the thing, Octomage. They were like, Mr. Sakurai, what would it take for you to make another Super Smash Bros. Game? And he was like, you let me make a Kirby Air Ride game first. And they took the fucking contract, slammed it on the table, and they were like, done! Sign here. And so we are getting, 20 years later after the first one, Kirby Air Riders 2. Hi, Ronmu. And it is not official, but we think there is another Super Smash Bros. In the works. No idea how they're gonna follow up Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. How the fuck do you add a roster of 90 characters? Add more? Like, we'll see what they do, but it is in... I believe it's not official, but everybody's like, oh yeah, they're literally working on Super Smash Bros. Right now. Oh, give him money. Haha, yes. Grabbed by the Kirby, he cannot refuse. Peak today, yeah? Yes. It'll be the Cannibalism / Mesa update. They will do what Five Nights at Freddy's did. William Afton. I need a drink. I'm so excited for Kirby Air Riders. I was literally, when we were watching the Nintendo Switch 2 announcement, it was like, oh, they couldn't announce a game to get me to get a Switch 2. Not even a Legend of Zelda game would be enough. $500 for a system? Yeah, I'll just pirate that Zelda game when it comes out. Any other game, I can't imagine me wanting enough. Then they show Kirby Air Riders. And I folded instantly. I'm really hoping they have like a super advanced and crazy city trial mode that's just fucking rad. Holy. The WoW Raid came out yesterday. It's pretty fucking cool. There's only 8 bosses, which I feel like is a small amount. Euland and Folding. Name a more iconic duo. What the fuck? The first boss was cool. The guy basically is just a big robot, and he creates a gauntlet that you have to walk through. Well, run through. If you touch any of the spinning lasers or the explosions or the big wall, you die. So it's a neat fight. Not really super advanced, but cool. The second fight, I think the second fight was the Moth? Logitech, remind me, what was the second fight? There was a Moth fight. That will make you run to the edge of the room and blow up the middle. But you are constantly doing stuff that you have to put on the ground that fills up the outer edge. So it's very much like, think about where you're dropping the puddle of goo that's about to spawn on you, or you will kill the raid later 3 minutes from now. Side note, Logitech. I ran my time walking dungeons. I ran 1 last night, I did 4 this morning. I got the trinket from the Moth from doing time walking. I literally have a best in slot trinket from time walking, which is like, let's fucking go! The third boss. God, they went so fast, I'm like, I can't think of them right now off the top of my head. There was a guy that had these tubes. I think they were the 5th. The 6th one was the Tetris boss. I'm not remembering 3rd and 4th. Oh, there was the Demon Hunters. Actually, I think it was Demon Hunters 5th. Tetris 6th. Oh. It was, the sucks you into the void tube. Like, not the tubes, but the pylons 3rd. And then the tube men 4th. Or maybe I'm getting those two mixed up, but... The tube men were making Warframe jokes the whole time. The sucks you into the void... That one was cool. I like AoE fights. As a Shadow Priest, I just send out the Shadow Crash. My dots are on everything. My spells cleaved everything. Big nice for AoE. For Demon Hunters, same thing. They stack up. I Shadow Crash. I cleaved everything. Big nice damage. Shadow Priest main now, by the way. I was playing Hunter a little bit yesterday, and I did some dailies on them this morning, right? But the more I played, I'm like, I'm losing interest in this. Hi, VTuber Lore Simp. Hello there, VTuber. Give me your lore. Share with me your VTuber lore. Hi, ooh. Lamau. I had some friends. They meet a new VTuber, and they would just all be like, share with me your lore. I used to be literally like that. We are going to the Fairy Tooth Cabin in Black Desert Online. It's not our final destination. We will see where we go after that. I kind of just walk. I want to walk 5 miles a day, and that's how I keep the weight off me. Regale us with tales of VTuber lore. Admittedly, the fairies. Admittedly, I don't have any lore. I'm literally just femboy. Basically put myself in VR chat. Basically the VTuber applies. Made the hair pink. Well, I hope you can handle the hills. I'm more into the immersion lore. It's good lore. All of my lore is IRL shenanigans. The fairies. I hate the fucking fairies in BDO. I can type again. Was doing the world boss? Dude, I hate that world boss. That guy fucking stinks. Fucking 4 immunity phases. What the hell, Blizzard? VTuber in the loosest sense, thanks. I wouldn't say I'm VTuber in the loosest sense. I define VTuber as like online persona in front of the real person, right? That could be a live 2D model. That could be a PNG. That could be a VRChat avatar. Basically, if there's a face, a character, before you see the actual streamer, to me, that's a virtual YouTuber. Hi, Noodles. Hi, Momomo. Nude Raid. I'm finding lots of overlap between your IRL self and your VTuber self. I still define VTubers as interactive anime characters. Doesn't mean they have to try and win an Oscar for writing. Exactly. I enjoy VTuber lore for indies that panic and make it up on the spot, Lamau. Hi, Raiders, nudes. Hi, Noodles. What the fuck is sleep? Yeah, I saw your title. But good job today. Well, do I want to say good job to her? Do I want to tell Noodles good job when she was starting the War Thunder event? I feel like I might be enabling that. You had fun, right? Good job today, Noodles. Thank you. Mwah. I, in fact, haven't slept. I did. Whoa. Hi, ooh. My Noodles was playing music everybody loves and going hot take. I like this. I love when Noodles does this. Hot take, guys. I need foods to survive as a human being. Yeah, Noodles? Yeah? Hot take, guys. If I don't breathe for more than 2 minutes, it starts to hurt. Fascinating, Noodles. I think my tracker is drifting. Okay, I'm gonna step off over here. You can see my head, but where is this thing? It looks like it's in the right spot. Let's just try recalibrating. Hey, you've got a bit. What is this? What? The most lukewarm takes ever. I, in fact, haven't slept. Also, go to bed nudes. I did. Yeah, but a lot of people would consider corpos what VTubers are meant to be. I mean, so the most Puritan. Are you actually walking on a treadmill up high in a building? Yes. Well, sort of. So the building. What you see here, this is VRChat. This is not actually like, you know, I'm not actually up high on a building. I am on a treadmill walking in place. I'm in VRChat. The treadmill is real. What it looks like, to other people, this is what people in VRChat would see. Just me walking like this. Hot take, I hate eating food, may be tasty, but it sucks. We were secretly in Mega Man World. It was good music. I love you, Noodles. I thought you were legit walking on a hill. No, I am on a treadmill. I am a sellout. Every gift sub I get, or $3 PayPal, or 300 bits, increases the incline by 1%. Trogdor, and then Octomage, and Yuki Unworthy
have maxed it out at 12. So we're max incline right now. And I am fucking feeling the incline. Pay-pigged. It is scientifically proven that breathing is critical for survival. Did you know eating nutritional vitamins and fruits more healthier than shards of glass and plutonium? Whoa, no way! Oh, damn. I've made a grave mistake. My immersion, he's a witch. Here, we're actually going to turn this way so that when Juice pops in, they're not immediately on camera. He's a witch, get him. So you're saying that you're indeed walking on an impressively visible treadmill on a pair of levitating treadmill shoes. Nah, you can't de-immerse me, I got the mental gymnastics. Uh-huh. Pay-pilled? He will do anything for money. That's not true. Pay-pigged, pay-pegged. You went, hey, that's pretty good. No, it's not pretty good. Aye. I mean, I work for a living, so yeah, I guess. We do incline for money. I wouldn't say I do anything for money. Well, okay. Everything has a price, right? There's some things that wouldn't have a price. If you told me to kill somebody, I'd probably decline that. I'm not killing anybody for money. Would I play Soma for money? Yeah. A fucking lot of money. But yeah, I'd do something horrible that I really don't want to do like that. Depending on the price. You know that famous actor Gary Oldman was born on his birthday? I'll assume you're wearing a pair of shoes that levitate. Let you walk like you're on a treadmill. Soma this okay. I mean, hey. We were promised hover skateboards in Back to the Future. I do have a specific pair of treadmill shoes. And what's really cool... Lore Simp. I'm gonna call you Lore Simp, but you tell me if there's a name you want to go by. A lot of people have gotten treadmills to walk with me. There's a lot of people that like, man, this looks so fun, I want to do it too, and they'll get their own treadmill and walk with me. And I really have fun when people do that. And they'll be like, any tips? And I'm like, okay, here's the rundown. 1, have water in your body. 2, if you're in virtual reality, if you have a headset on, you were blindfolded, right? So, like, have something to rest your hand on. I have, like, a gym treadmill. It's a Nordic Track T-Series 10. So my left hand is just on the grab bar over here. I kind of hide it behind my body. But I am anchored by just holding this bar with my hand the whole time. If you don't have that, and you're in VR, and you don't have like a see-through overlay, you're gonna eat shit like every hour. You're just gonna fall down constantly. And so, that's like the big recommendation. The third one is, get shoes and socks. If you're gonna walk like more than 3 miles, for the love of God, get specific walking socks, or like really thick socks, or double up and wear 2 layers of socks. And I cannot tell you, Lore Simp, how many fucking times my friends have been like, socks? Nah, I'm just gonna walk barefoot. And then a mile in, they're like, my feet are fucking burning. And it's like, what did you expect? It's a moving belt. It's going to get hot. It's gonna like fucking literally be sandpaper on your feet. I used to wear 2 layers of socks. Since then, I've gotten these hiking socks that are like crazy fucking thick. And I don't get blisters anymore. Isn't that how you played Subnautica? Yes, but the price was too low. I should not have done it for $250. Oh, it's a good name. I'm curious about that, not gonna lie. Rundown. I thought walking was your thing. This guy, I'm stabbing this guy. Not fair. He loves talking about the treadmill. I'm just not allowed to mention the treadmill around Gana. I'm just literally, like, not allowed to say the brand name around her. Running stream? Silence, Mizuki. Yeah, that's def obvious. Nuh-uh, I could do it. I would break my headset and then cry. The only issue is the heat from the treadmill? Yes! Literally that! Yeah, like walking barefoot on asphalt. I need to figure out your sock brand, to be honest. Oh, I can just give it to you. Just curious, to be honest. When we get back to WoW, I have a comment. Only one problem. Iron footsteps faster than I can steps on my channel balance. We have a little tragic... We get 20 steps. We have a little tragic dilemma, Lorsim, where the channel points, it just makes sense to call them steps, right? You collect steps, I do 5 miles every day. But it just looks like I'm leaning into being a fucking foot fetish tuber. And somebody was like, I'll give you an emote. And I was like, oh my god. Of course I'll take that gift. And they're like, here's a Steppies emote. It's your face coming while getting stepped on. Shit. So we have a Steppies emote. It was a gift. I mean, I could follow you and earn 300 free steps. Super cute listening to you talk about the treadmill. I'm not gonna lie, Ganna. When you comment on it every time, it does make me kinda not want to talk about it. Lamau Steppies, explain this. It was a gift. It was a gift. I hate feet, but I know they're kind of the norm on the VTuber scene. I don't hate feet. They're kind of just nothing to me. They're like a weird shape. If anything, Lorsimp, I think it would be very easy to take care of somebody with a foot fetish, right? Like, imagine you're with somebody, and they're like, babe, I'm in the mood. Sex now. And you're like, I got a headache. How about you just give me a foot massage? And the person with the foot fetish is like, I'm fucking there. That sounds fucking like easy. That sounds like cheating, right? You get the foot massage. They get to, like, be satisfied. You're a foot fetish tuber. We've been over this. I'm not! I called his whole story. You didn't call anything, what? No, I'd explode. I don't have any attraction to feet. For me, it's like, whatever. But if somebody's into feet, there's worse things to be into. It used to be like the thing to make fun of, right? You're into feet? God, you fucking sicko. Nowadays, now it's like, you're into feet? Thank God it's not something worse. Honestly. There's some illegal, disgusting, just inappropriate fetishes out there that's like, I don't want to kink shame. You don't pick your kinks, you don't pick your fetishes. And so if you have something real fucking bad, it's like, damn, that sucks, bro. You had a fucking bad roll going into life with that one. But feet? That's in like the category of not really socially acceptable. You're gonna be called fucking weird for that. But who's hurt by you being into feet? Fucking no one. And everything and literally everything can be a fetish under the sun, including the sun. It wouldn't be so bad if every foot person wasn't a fucking gremlin too. Foot fetishism is fascinating. How does it even develop? I mean, no fetish is illegal. You're not guilty of who you are. But you're responsible of what you do with it. Thank you. I've been saying that so much. But like, there's some fetishes that like, they're not illegal, but they're extremely like, you can never indulge in this. If you're into Guro, which is like mutilation and dismemberment, you cannot go and do that. Well, I mean, you could once, and after that one time, lock this guy up and throw away the key. But, like, if you're into that, what do you fucking do with that? You just, like, have to live in hentai and never partake IRL? Just ill-advised to do it? Hi, Kayla. God bless the artists that give a safe outlet. Well, we say that, right? I definitely say that. But then there's some people that, like, you know, you hear what the safe outlet is and you're just like, oh, dude. Really? Dude. This, what place is this? This is between... Oh, what is it between? This is between Trent and Tooth Fairy Cabin in Black Desert Online. Hi, Devana. So, like, we say, God bless the artists that give us safe outlet, right? Do you still say that when it's, like, someone's into children? Me, personally? And this is a hot take, Noodles. I would say yes. Keep it the fuck away from photography. Keep it away from real kids. But, like, drawing hentai of, like, Shota and Lolly, I hate it. It's gross. But I'm extremely sympathetic toward people that have that. This is Northern Kamoslia. Think so? They can't help it that they are that way. I'm so freaking glad you said that. It's just like, I'm the type of person who I grew up being told, you know, walk a mile in someone's shoes, right? Think about the perspective of you being in their shoes. I can't imagine anybody being like, dude, I want to be into kids. I love a challenge, right? Let's go through life on hard mode. Literally nobody chooses that. In fact, I imagine most people that are into kids are like, hate themselves for it. Like, they just want to be normal. It's just a struggle for them. And I want them to get help, right? I want them to get, like, therapy, outlets, protections that, you know, make it so that if they slip up, they can't go and hurt somebody. But, like, that's not how society thinks. That is not how any culture thinks. If you were to be like, hey guys, if you were to go to a therapist and be like, hey therapist, I'm sexually attracted to kids, and I don't really know how to deal with this. You're on a list. Nothing leaves, you know, the therapy room, but your therapist is gonna go, okay, legally, I have to go and inform people if this person presents a danger. If somebody goes to therapy and they're like, man, I hate my dad. I hate my dad so much, I'm gonna kill him. I think I'm just gonna kill him. Yeah, and you can't tell anybody because nothing leaves the room, right? Yeah, I'm gonna kill my dad. That therapist is like, well, I am reporting this to the authorities. They are legally required to. So if you go and tell a therapist, I'm into kids, I need help, guess what? You're on the list. It's something that just, like, you would need help for that. But, like, you're not getting help for it. You're just going to be judged and, like, treated as a monster. Like, you chose this somehow. That just... Oh, that sucks. Yeah, but Cairo twists words all the time. You know he does. Think so? I can't help it that you're that way. I'm so freaking glad. Attacking lollies. There should be a no shame in saying that. Made her find something disgusting. I know a cure, it's called a .308 to the head. See, Kayla? That's exactly what I'm talking about, where I'm like... People just want to kill these people for something they can't choose. I think that's wrong. The problem with that is that mandatory reporting laws worldwide prevents that. It's interesting how people can be like, gun games don't make you a criminal. And then they turn around and think drawings of younger looking, even if they're adults, makes you a pedo. Exactly. You can't fix these people, you cannot. You can restrain or off them? I think you can. I think at the end of the day, it's, you know, you cannot fix them, they need to fix them. It's one of those, like, at the end of all of it, it's your call, your choice. No one can make it for you. But we can absolutely help them. To be honest, if we could have something like Germany's prevention project Dunkelfeld, would it be different? I sincerely hate CSA. Wish we could end it forever. I'm unfamiliar with the Germany's prevention project. There's just often the ones who don't get caught. The ones with old money. They will do things. Yeah. Yeah. Your day going fast, Cairo?
Yeah, I'm at home.
Oh.
I came home for lunch.
Oh, okay. I was like, came home, is he sick? Oh no! Not our boy! But just lunch,
I was just fucking hot, and I wanted to come home and be in the nice AC.
Do you not have AC
It's
at work?
so fucking humid. I was doing a, like, resource fair I was helping out with. So basically, even though there's AC, it's still humid as fuck outside, and there was probably, like, 200 people packed into a room, and it was just unbearable for, like, 2 hours.
Yeah. It's a government program for Germans to get free, anonymous help and medication in relation to urges related to minors. I think for people to get help before it's too late. That sounds fucking awesome. Those are not the ones that want to get help though? Yeah. God, there's so many things in this country that's just like, hey, this is a problem. Oh, there's no solution. Well, what about this country doing this thing? It's working great for them. No, that would never work for us. Okay. I hate... oh god. Anytime I've talked to my parents about, like, minimum wage, I'm like, okay, well, what about all these countries that have higher minimum wages? Oh, well, that wouldn't work here. They have less people. What? Per capita. Do you not know what per capita means? What? The line. Sadly, there's nothing like this program in the rest of the world. I think fuck there are other countries that actually do better stuff. The line, the firing line. WoW was fun last night. I'm like, okay, I'm ready to be done talking about this. What can I transition to? Guys, I had so much fun in World of Warcraft last night. Holy shit. All the bosses were cool. All the bosses in the new raid were like, well, I can't think of a bad one. The final boss? Holy shit, the final boss is fucking cool. Yeah, let's change subject. Yeah, you're right. It's not that it was a bad subject. I just don't want to stay on it for too long. Because it's definitely something that people get riled up with. And opinions start coming out. And it's like... Whoa, I got 100 steps? Hell yeah. I'm okay with people discussing tense topics, right? I'm okay with talking politics. I'm okay with talking religion. But my stance is, the moment it starts being like, I'm insulting the other side, then I'm like, not okay with this. You guys know this about myself. I'm pretty pro-gun control. But the moment I say like, or the moment that somebody who is agreeing with me, who is like, all these gun nuts need to be put in jail, they're all murderers, it's like, no, no, no. We're not doing that. If somebody comes with that kind of, like, mentality when we talk about these, that's when they get in trouble, and I'm like, alright, we're purging your messages. And I don't want to talk about this anymore. If you actively seek out to harm kids in real time, at self-will, it's what should. Isn't going to end politely. Oh, I got 100 steps earned for following too? Hell yeah. Hi, Scriggles. My pencil made the mistake. You know, because that's how that works. Oh no. Definitely got to think about it. Gun control. We're talking about penile orgasm tonight. What the fuck? Huh? Did you see Axel, Cairo?
Axel?
Yeah, so there's the Mega Man avatar to our left. There's the Zero avatar to our right. Behind the bush to your right is Axel over there.
Axel Low from Guilty Gear?
No, we're in the fucking Mega Man world. I thought he was a
I don't know
gamer.
anything about Mega Man.
I thought he was a
I know
gamer.
Axel though. Yeah, Axel's from the dog shit game.
Well, go fucking look at him.
What? Why do I need to see Axel?
Oh my god. When you go see him, you're gonna find out.
Yo, I do that like always in VR, okay? I don't need to see an animation of it.
I just wanted you to see fucking Axel doing the fucking Orange Justice, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted that.
Yeah, you want the real Mega Man avatar, Yolan?
No.
You know the one.
Yeah, I know the one, and that's why I'm saying no.
Bird, under the ground. Ooh!
Oh, I thought we were talking about Tron Bonne with the cheeks.
No, this
Oh.
one.
I like how I said no, and you were still getting it.
I love how none of that shows up on the stream. It's just
None of it.
you with like a fire texture over yourself.
I'm talking about people who are stupid. Too stupid to be alive making rules. Not necessarily, Scriggles. We were talking about fetishes and kinks, and how you don't get to choose your fetishes and kinks. And how being into something doesn't make you a bad person, but like, if it's a really bad fetish, and doing it, partaking in it, does. So like, if you're into Guro, you gotta keep it in art. You gotta keep it in like
I
fantasy.
see it on Twitter. You've gone too far.
Well, so that's not what we were saying.
That's what I'm saying.
And we're disagreeing and moving on. If you like what you see, this is what you'll get more of. Ayo, Mega Man. Aelin, I'm for gun control. You make a good point. I want to be in control of the gun. Wait, what? I need to go to that world. What's the world called? Is it like Mega Man X World? This is... If you search Mega Man, there's not many. But this one in particular is Far East City Mega Man X Command Mission Control. The title gets cut off. But if you just search Mega Man, it'll be there. It'll be like Far East X City. I have to go shop real quick. I hope nobody stretches my ears out, teehee. Literally just asking to have his ears stretched out. I'm having it in mind. So how's that degree? We're at 12. We're at 2 miles. It's going. I can feel my sweat starting to build. I was talking about the people wanting gun control. And I know you and Lamau. Okay. Imagine having a fetish for cars, but being born in 500 BC. You know, it's all about intent and actions. Oh, I'll see if it's on mobile. Well, so Cairo's here, and he's like, actually, you might be on desktop.
Yo, what up?
I was gonna say
Yeah,
you're
I'm
on
on
mobile, but
desktop.
you're literally home. Also,
What
you
about
want-
mobile?
on the gun control topic, I have a wild news article for you. Well, Lore Simp was like,
I mean, it just needs to be. It just needs to be Quest compatible
okay,
because phone is Android, technically. So, which this world is. But yes,
okay.
it has the little green Android guy. In the
Yeah,
top
that's
right.
invisible to me. I'm PC, so I can just go everywhere. I like tune that out.
Fucking privilege.
It's not privileged, it's right.
Okay. Oh boy.
Woman in Chicago shot with gun. Buyback gun, Sioux City. What is... Hold on, wait, what? Woman in Chicago shot with gun. Buys the gun back to sue the city? I'm confused by that title. Nope. Then I need you to write it again. It's a buyback gun she got shot by. I don't know what a buyback gun is. It got back on the street somehow. We're at 2.3 miles. We're closing in on the end of this video. We will see which one we get next. Oh, the cops pay you like a gift card? For a gun turn-in, no questions asked? Buyback program. Most cities offer to buy guns from people to get them off the streets? Buybacks are to help take the guns off the street? Okay. I see. That is... And ended back on the street somehow? That is a little like, that sounds a little corrupt. It sounds crazy that she would get away with suing the city, but... Cop likely sold evidence. Happens more than you think. I think it happens exactly as much as I think. And that is a lot. That takes so many faults. Yeah. I'm looking at my notes real quick. I saw a really fucking stupid but funny video. This woman, she walks into her living room and she hears her daughter crying. And so they have like a water dispenser. Like you get the, you know, the fucking jug of water that's like 10 gallons and you get water from it. Well, she sees her daughter just crying standing in front of this. And she looks to the side and her daughter, hi Lopner. Her daughter is just chugging water. Like she's got this cup. She's drinking from the cup. Water's still spilling everywhere. But water from the dispenser is pouring into the cup. And she turns the water dispenser off and she's like, honey, what's the problem? What's the matter? Trackers are drifting again. This is my, like, hands at my sides. And her daughter's just like, I didn't know how to turn it off. This poor girl didn't know how to turn the water dispenser off. And so she was like, I'm going to flood the room. And so her solution was just drink. Just keep drinking. It's kind of fucking cute, but at the same time I was like, oh, you fucking lovable, stupid child. Start. Op years ago got caught for selling their drugs from the lockup. I see the wolf thing returned. Leon? Yeah. Hello, Morning Lop. I know my sleep schedule's worked again. Because I just woke up for Elan's stream instead of sleeping. Good morning. Hey, Elan. What's up, Ganna? I really want to fix my base stations. Keep putting it off. Did I ever tell you about the guild? They kicked me? And then spent the next X-Pack looking for a tank? How do you spend an entire expansion looking for a tank? I have been kicked out of a guild once, I think? And it was for a very edgy incel joke at the start of Wrath of the Lich King. Fucking hate having Code Brown. Yeah, I do.
He was trying to have sex with the 30-year-old woman going through a divorce in his guild. That's why he got kicked out.
That is not why I got kicked out. Well, it's been like 2 months or something. Okay. I think that's the only guild I've been kicked out of. I've had a guild disappear on me before. I remember raiding on my prop paladin. And I logged in one day. And I pressed the G button to see who was on. And it's like, apply to a guild? And I was like, what? And there was just, I'm not in a guild. So I start DMing people like, hey, did I get kicked? And they're like, from the guild? Not that I know. Wait, I'm not in a guild. And we were all finding out none of us are in the guild anymore. And I was just like, well, damn. I can't get a hold of the guild leader for like 3 days. Then like a week later, he messages me and he's like, hey, I got really drunk and high and really upset. And I pissed off a lot of people and disbanded the guild. But I miss it. I'm trying to remake it. You want to come back? And I was just like, dude, it's so close to Wrath Lich King. I think I'm just gonna, you know, prepare for the expansion. I think I'm just gonna not be in a guild for a little bit. You know who was not doing the wife? The husband of the wife was doing him. Hang on. Well, either way, the guild that kicked me at the end of Kata is now looking for a tank. When you say now looking for a tank, you mean they were looking for a tank when they kicked you. Not like 15 years later, my god, we're still looking for a tank. We're halfway there. We're at 2.5. Oh god. That's like...
Oh yeah, Yolan.
Uh-huh.
I did it off stream last night, but like I did the landfill layer and I finished it.
Yeah.
It looked like a fucking ant colony by the time I was done with it looking at the map.
Ooh, Revendreth.
Yeah, I have a 90k now, by the way, from that one ability.
Yeah, I know that if I need gold, I should absolutely go and get that first.
Dude, it's insane. It's actually insane. You do one charge punch and you get all your meter back. Like, it's overpowered. Fuck the fucking juice. As long as it's terrain, you just have full meter.
It doesn't matter if it's overpowered though, because it's post game. It's like a late game thing, so it's like,
yeah,
that's what it's there for.
You know, and I can go back to the K. Rool fight and just turn everything into fucking gold.
True.
There is no more lava on the floor. It is all gold now.
You've made me think of my tank story, Gana. So, and this is the opposite. This is a bad tank story. In Mists of Pandaria, this is the Lollipop Guild. This is the one I was talking about yesterday where I socially manipulated all of them into being good DPS players. But that was just the DPS. The 3 healers and the 2 tanks, they were bad. Throne of Thunder comes out, and one of the tanks just stops showing up. He just disappears for, like, 2 weeks. And so we merge the guild with another guild. We become, like, their alt-run. And that tank comes back. And he's like, hey, where'd everybody go? We good for Throne of Thunder? We're like, dude, we're doing Throne of Thunder. Where the fuck you been? He's just like, oh, I just didn't feel like playing for 2 weeks. And we're like, okay, cool. Go find other people to play with, because it's not us. He's like, you're kicking me over this? Yeah, dude. Get the fuck out of here. The other tank. God. This tank thought he was God's gift to gaming. He thought he was the best player in the raid. He would talk so much shit. He was the type of, this ad needs to die before it wipes the raid. Well, if I was DPSing, it wouldn't have been dead already, right? Like, he was that type of player. But he wasn't good. However, me learning that he wasn't good was the funniest shit in the world. He had a girlfriend in the guild. And she played Hunter. And I remember she was like, I don't remember how it happened, but she was like, could somebody help me with this? And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll help you. You know, guildies are homies. Homie's girlfriend, we'll help her. And so I like go help her with something, and I'm like, you should have been able to solo this. What's going wrong? And she's like, I just, this mob kills me, or this quest kills me before I can do anything. I was like, okay. Well, I look at your damage, and it's really low. What are you doing for damage? She's like, oh, I just press buttons. Okay. So then I, like, kind of take on the role of, I'm gonna teach this girl how to play. And I'm giving her, like, the Icy Veins links. I'm teaching her about reforging, gems, enchants, all this stuff. I'm teaching her about Ask Mr. Robot. And I spend, like, 3 or 4 days with her, just teaching her, running dungeons, watching her hit the training dummy, literally just fully invested on making this girl a good player. And at some point I go, now that I think about it, you've got a boyfriend that I literally raid with. Why isn't he teaching you this stuff? And she's just like, oh, he says he's not really a good teacher. He just told me to use Noxic and learn that way. I didn't really understand what I was looking for. And at the time, Noxic and Icy Veins are like the 2 websites that you use to learn the game. Elitist Jerks was kind of on its way out. But Noxic, I don't know what was going on with them, but in Mists of Pandaria, they were terrible. They were actively giving you, like, bad and wrong information. They were so bad, people thought they were trying to be bad. And so, when I found out, one, he had told her to use Noxic, it was like, oh, that's why she sucks. And then I realized, wait a minute, if he's using Noxic, he also probably sucks himself. This is putting a lot of things in perspective for me. But I was like, okay, I'll worry about him later. Stop using Noxic. Use Icy Veins. Use this, use this, use that. If you really want to get sweaty with it, there's this thing called Simcraft. And so, after a week, she becomes a pretty decent player. But she's only geared from, like, Heroic Dungeons. She's not, like, raid ready by any means. Well, she's raid ready, but she's not raid geared. And she's like, well, I'm done with dungeons. The next step is raids, right? Do you think I could raid with you guys? And I'm like, I would love you to. However, we just don't have a spawn. It's a 10-man guild and we have 10 people. At most, you could fill in for a DPS who doesn't show up 1 week. But that's, like, not really something you want to commit to. You want your own spot, right? And she's like, yeah. I was like, what I think you should do is just leave the guild and go find a raiding guild. And she's like, what? I can't leave the guild. I have to be in my boyfriend's guild. And I was like, why? You two live together. It's not like you're gonna drift apart and not see each other anymore. You're literally gonna be doing, like, everything outside of raid together still. And you live together. Just go join a different raiding guild. And she's like, yeah, okay. I'll talk to him. And he did not like this theory, this idea. He was like, hey, Lilligan.
Why?
What the fuck, did you tell my girlfriend to leave the guild? And I was like, yeah, man, she wants to raid. And he was like, well, what the fuck, dude? And I was like, do you want her to raid with us? Yeah. Are you gonna tell somebody to quit so she can raid with us? And he's silent and he didn't have anything to say. And I was like, look, dude, she wants to raid and she can't do it here. You live together, you're not gonna see her less. He's like, yeah, I guess, I like being in the same guild as her. And I was like, well, maybe if a spot opens up in either guild, you two decide you want that. But, like, right now, one of you doesn't get to raid if you're in the other's guild. It's like, yeah, I guess that makes sense. You're better at explaining stuff than she is. And I was like, thanks, I guess. She leaves the guild. She goes and joins another guild. And she joins a guild of not the best players. So with all the training and teaching I've given her, she is instantly one of their better players. And in getting gear, she is, like, instantly their top DPS. But, like, also, she's a girl in a game of, like, mostly dudes at this point. So they all think she is, like, an idol. they love her. She is like elevated on a platform and they think she's the coolest person in the world. And so she probably gets some special privilege and gets a lot of the gear and whatnot. I stopped playing at this point to go play Ragnarok Online 2 and then Rift. And I come back
What
like
a fucking downgrade.
I am aware. Well, my ex back then literally couldn't afford the WoW sub, so we went and played Rift when we went free to play.
You
Oh.
fucking poor bastard.
Not me. Not me. I could afford it. I just wasn't going to pay for two of us.
No, I mean just poor as in that sucks.
Yeah. Although Rift, this was when Rift was adding housing to the game, and that was a really cool system. I had so much fun with that. And WoW, they almost have housing. It's on the way.
It only took them, checks watch, 20 years.
I come back to WoW towards the end of Miss Pandaria, right? And she's on my friends list, and she's like, "Yo, Lilligant, it's good to see you again." And I'm like, "Oh, hey, how are you?" She's like, I'm good. Oh, no, I skipped a step. Before I quit, we started playing Throne of Thunder, and we merged with that other guild, and some people were getting cut. And so all 5 DPS that I had socially manipulated into being good players, they wanted all of those. All the DPS were good. The healers, one of them quit. One of them was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be the best healer you have." And their healers were like, "You're fucking dog water, you suck at this game." And she was like, "I'm not gonna be told I'm shit." And so she quit. And then the third healer, they kind of just said like, "Yeah, you are not good at this game." He was like, "I kind of always thought, but you know, comparing myself to you guys and literally seeing it in my face, yeah, I kind of understand it now, and I don't know if I want to play. I'll be casual for a bit." The tanks. We had that flanky tank disappear for 2 weeks and just didn't invite him to the new guild. The other one, the boyfriend, they ripped him to shreds. They were like, "Holy shit, we've never seen a player do so many things wrong. How the fuck do you hold threat on anybody? Are you like spamming taunt? Like, you just look awful." And this guy argued with them, and it was like an hour of them just... He would come up with an excuse, and then they would spend like 5 to 10 minutes tearing down that excuse and why that's not the way it is. It was brutal. And this guy went, "Fuck you kids. I know I'm a good player. I don't need to take this just because you want to convince yourselves you deserve the raid spot over me. I'm the best player in this guild, and I know that." And he leaves. And he goes and joins his girlfriend's guild, right? Because of course he does. She's like, they're idol. They love her.
I
Uh-huh.
hate to interrupt. Sorry, I love you. I'm going back to chat.
I hope it goes fast.
Ooh, I gotta drive back to work.
He goes and joins his girlfriend's guild, right? They tell him he's not good enough to raid with them. But can he drive the robot? No. He was not good enough as a player. They sat him. They told him, in his girlfriend's guild, "Your girlfriend is our best player. You're not good enough to be on the raid team. So you can be a casual." And I think at that point, he just did what she did. Was like, "Okay, I'll just apply to other guilds." And every fucking guild he applied to turned him down. He was literally just stuck as a casual in this guild. Because everybody was like, "This guy is too bad at the game. We don't want him as our tank." It was either you could come as a DPS, or you can be a casual. And so I come back a year later, right? This girl, she's geared out the teeth. And she's like, "Hey, you want to run a scenario with me?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." It's 3 scenarios, a 3-man dungeon. I do it with her and the tank. Hi, Ty. And I was like, "Wow, hey, Muscles. Been a while. How you holding up?" And he's just like, "Hey, good." And she told me afterwards in whispers, how this all went down. How every guild rejected him. Every guild was like, you can be casual, but you're not good enough. And he was just emasculated as a WoW player. And he would not move on giving up tank. He really wanted to tank. He didn't like DPS. And so he just wanted to tank, but it was a kind of small server. And he just couldn't find a spot. There weren't enough guilds. There weren't enough guilds that wanted tanks. And they didn't want a bad tank. And so this guy just became like a casual, oh, he's just our hunter's +1. He's only here because our hunter is here, and he's dating her. How many miles are we in? Invading, trying to sleep during nap today? But it's too far away, I'm just gonna get in bed. Get in bed, Noodles. It's Wednesday, so no nap today, sadly. Oh, right, Wednesday. 2.5 mile, the cocky asshole who ego is protecting himself. No nap today, but can he drive the robot? I don't remember the robot in Mists of Pandaria. I remember the robot in Warlords of Draenor. What was it in Mists? There wasn't one in Ulduar. The WoD one? Probably not. This all went down in Mists of Pandaria. Well, I was just gonna ask if you need a tank. God, no. We have like 5 potential tanks, Ty. We have Foop. We have Cody. We have Farisu not tanking. We have Will DPSing. And we have me DPSing. Oh, and Nixor DPSing. So we have 6 people that are like, yo, I'll tank if you need one. Well, we have 4 people, yo, I'll tank if you need one. And we have 2 people that are, I would like to tank. Bad tanks get you killed, tank is best spec. Oh right, Wednesday Newports. It's the WoD one. Well, now I only tank in Mythic Plus. I hard carry as DPS. I get hard carry as DPS. People like me as a tank. I'm very cognizant of what to do for DPS when I'm tanking. Because that's the thing I've spent the most time is, right? So as a tank, I'm doing everything I can to, like, keep mobs in the same spot. Keep them all facing the same direction. I'm thinking in terms of, like, what do I do to make it easy for DPS? Because I know, as a DPS player, what fucking sucks when you're a DPS. I'm bad tank. I love tanking and healing, but I suck at my job. I love healing. God, I'm bad at healing. Wait a word that thought he was hot shit. And could not do the robot and left the guild. And put that in his forum post on the WoW boards. So it became a meme in my guild. I think he's by far the easiest spec for me. I would say tanking is the easiest spec for me, or the role for me. I do think it's easier to be a casual DPS. If I were to rank the difficulty of each role, it's casual DPS, tank, healer, tryhard DPS. I think being a tryhard DPS, there's like no limit to how good of a player you can be. And while healing is hard and stressful, there's very much a limit to like, you've done enough. You've met the quota. Whereas a DPS, you can always squeeze out a little bit more. Tanking, I feel like, is kind of easy. Literally just good positioning. Do your rotation-ish. Kind of don't panic and use all your defensive cooldowns at once. Literally all tanking is. Literally, do you know the mechanics? Not even that half the time. Because as tanks, you can just eat mechanics a lot. You just have the tank privilege of, oh, this cutter beam is coming through here and I was supposed to dodge it. Oopsie. Goes down to 40% health. Whereas the DPS and healer is just like, guess I die. We're at 3.3. We're getting there. We're getting there. What's the story I have for you guys? I saw a video of a guy. Well, not a video, a picture from a guy. He worked at a sandwich shop, and as part of their uniform, they had like a black cap. But this guy, he accidentally took the wrong hat to work. Instead of taking his sandwich shop hat that says like, I don't know, Jimmy John's or whatever, he took his hat that says, born this gay. And so all day he's just working with this hat that says, born this gay. And eventually his boss, after like 4 or 5 hours, goes, what does that hat say? He goes, it's our company logo, isn't it? Looks at it. It says, born this gay. He's like, oh, fuck. Hadn't come out to his coworkers, and they're like, oh. So, okay, good to know. We had a warrior. Oh yeah, I read that. You know what, I have a whole bit I was about to do? Just imagine I got in VR. Came in to slap your butt. Say attaboy, then left. Okay, Noodles. You can't just slap it like that and leave. What the heck, girl? Thanos. Go to bed, Noodles. Get some sleep, you fucking freak. Good night. Sleep well. Thank you again. Yeah. Problem I have with retail versus classic dailies, that retail's uncapped, well, classic was 25, is that dailies are available quests in a day. Actually, there was a limit to daily quests you could do, wasn't there? I'd forgotten about that. Retail, it's not so much uncapped as you just do what's useful to you, right? And also there's like, they're not daily, they're weekly. World of Warcraft retail loves the whole, do this many dungeons in a week. Do this specific quest by the end of the week. Dailies you can only do 25. I'd completely forgotten that, Gan, and you saying it is, I'm like, oh shit, it was like that, right? Want to get some Subway, Ewan? I'll pay. Not really, but if you're paying, I guess I'll go with you. That doesn't sound all bad. When I played retail, it was a shit ton of dailies. And to mop, it's so bad. There's a shit ton of dailies, Ganna, but like, they're not all useful. In fact, the main daily grind of world quests, most people don't do them. It's literally just a rep for like cosmetic reasons. But like, you don't do that for gear. You don't do that for rep. Well, I mean, rep to lead to gear. It's just gears. It's only relevant when you make a new character. And as soon as that character's even slightly geared, world quests become very pointless. Another turtle made it to the water. Because there are like 10 factions and they all have quests. I do remember Mists of Pandaria being like panned for how many daily quests it had. In the next expansion, they were like, we're turning this down. Yeah, but they're there and must be done. No. Plus, most requests are up for 3 days anyway. Yeah. But they're optional. You don't have to do them. Most of the people in my guild don't do them at all. Barisu and I, we knock out a lot of world quests. Because I just like the world quest system. Gives me something to do. And I don't typically like mythic dungeons. Barisu's just a fucking freak and does everything. But like all of our players, I remember at one point I was sharing my screen, and I had the armor for the dragon riding mounts in Dragonflight, and one of them just goes, World Quest player identified? Yuland actually does his World Quest? And I was like, what? And they were like, you've got the armor. That means you've got the rep. And I was like, doesn't everybody? And they were like, dude, I'm rank 5 in all my reputations. Hell no. And I was like, oh, okay. I really am at that age and point in life I want to settle down. I feel like I've been there, Kayla, since I was 10 years old. I have literally always been like, God, work looks like it sucks. I just want to exist. I just want to play video games, talk to friends, and eat goldfish all day. Oh. The whole friend system, what the hell? What friend system? Real? Dude, if goldfish ever came out with like a vitamin / protein goldfish, I'm done. I'm toast. Take all my money. The best friends with Nat Peg. Oh, that thing. Yeah. I don't think I did that much in Miss of Pandaria. I think I got a few of them maxed just because they were long stuff I wanted to do anyway. So like the farming guy. Oh god, the farm in Valley of Four Winds was so good. Pretty sure I was max friendship with that dude. Definitely not Nat Pagel. No, actually I have done Nat Pagel at some point though. Not when it was current. But I think like during Legion I grinded it out. I can sit and fish all day. Yeah. Julian did not play Hearthstone. I think that was supposed to be Yulia. No. I played Hearthstone a little bit, but I just did Jade Druid Gadget Zan patch. That was all I played. Cairo, I can't wait to see you play 14. I can't wait to see you just be John Fisherman in 14. So good, because you can only give them one gift a day. What the fuck? You were there when we were talking about the fishing system, right? Foss and I? They've got more fish than species of fish in North America. You're gonna be like the fisherman guy. And like, there's fishing only mounts, Cairo. There's a mount I actually really want, but I haven't taken the time to go learn fishing yet. It's just a giant shark. It's just a big-ass great white fantasy shark. And all mounts in Final Fantasy fly. In World of Warcraft, a mount is a ground mount or a flying mount. There's that distinction. You can use flying mounts in ground areas, but they just can't fly. You can use ground mounts anywhere, but obviously they're not gonna fly. You jump off a cliff on a horse, you're gonna eat shit. Final Fantasy 14, they just said, nah. Every mount can fly. So you got a dragon with wings? That thing starts flapping its wings and it flies. You're riding a horse? The thing starts having its hooves glow and just starts riding through the sky. There are water mounts too? Yeah. Sadly. You're saying water mounts in World of Warcraft, right? I don't think there's water mounts in Final Fantasy 14. Yeah? And that one 5-man squid? I think there's an 8-man mount. Or 2 8-man mounts in Final Fantasy 14. I'm like... I'm like trying to talk about how every mount is a flying mount. In a hi Tetramino. In Final Fantasy 14. And Cairo and Gannon are just like, there's also this in WoW! And it's like, not the point, but yes, you're right. Again, it's talking about the hive mind mount. You have to do the crazy long Easter egg. Then you can only use the mount for those people you did it with? Possibly. You think you can fish out core from the void? Nope. I think we would, like, get the hook into her clothes, start reeling her up, and then she's gonna cut the line and fall back in. It's really funny to me in Final Fantasy 14 when you see somebody on, like, the elephant mount, and it just flies off into the distance. Wait, did you not get the artifact fishing rod during Legion? Fucking of course not. I hate fishing in games. Cairo. In Stardew Valley, I am the crab pot fisherman. Hi, Archangel. So, Yulin, you're saying the shark can fly in FF14? Yes. L. This guy, I swear. What's another story I have for you guys? When did Hive Mind sometime during late BFA or early Shadowlands? Was a fun time going through it. Then two of the people stopped playing like a month later, fishing rocks. I never got the Hive Mind. L. That sounds cool. All mounts in Final Fantasy XIV do all things. So they all run along the ground, and they all fly when you have flying unlocked. In World of Warcraft, in the past, an expansion comes out, you can't fly there. Then you unlock flying once you're a certain level. So Wrath of the Lich King, you get to 77, you buy flying and you can fly. Hi again, Trogdor. Starting in WoD, they made it so that flying is not unlocked for the majority of the expansion, and eventually they add an achievement that unlocks flying halfway through the expansion. The most recent two, they said, fuck it, dragon flying is the only thing, you can always fly. Final Fantasy XIV, you have to unlock flying for each zone. So you get to a zone. Hi, I see Fire Mage. Nice ass, okay, I gotta go. Alright, Trogdor. Good night. You go to Final Fantasy XIV. You get to a new zone. You can't fly. You have to collect these Aether Currents things. And half of them will come from doing the story quest of the zone. The other half will come from finding them around the map. Once you have them all, then you can fly in that zone. So, if you were fucking lazy, you wouldn't be able to fly in, like, any fucking zone. Except the, like, base vanilla zones. Shout out to, Kimmy, Kersey, because for the longest time, she couldn't fly in fucking any zone. Because she was that lazy. You could also be weird and, like, get all the zones except one. And just be like, oh yeah, I can't fly there. What? You never did your Aether quests? No, I did them, I'll just note that one. I've met one of those. I always did them per zone. So, like, I'm going through an expansion. I finish a zone. I have all the story quest Aether Currents. I get them all before going to the next zone. Whoa, Ewan. Yeah, but can people be mounts in FF14? Yes. There are a few mounts that you just become. Or you're kind of, like, inside of. Do you accept payment in pet rocks? No. Ely, hi, I see Leon. Look at holidays. Let's look at holidays. Wow, there's fucking nothing today. Wednesday, August 13th. International Left-Handers Day. National Filet Mignon Day. National Prosecco Day. World Calligraphy Day. I mean, calligraphy's cool, but filet mignon? The holiday? Hell yeah. Damn, I kind of want to play FF14. I also never want to touch it. Well, it's got a great trial, Ganna. You could try it for $0. Bound and motivated. I am a proud inker. What is an inker? Like Pictomancer? Food not found, my bad, my bad. I'm struggling. I'm tired. Ugh. Oh, shit. Logitech has watched 275 days. God damn. Someone has joined, but I don't know if they've ever joined for Morning Walk before. I think they've done one or two. Hi, Nightmaster Boss Boy. Thank you for the follow. Okay. That's... It's literally just someone who followed, okay?
I figured.
Hi.
Hi.
We were...
Currently testing a thing. So
Oh?
I have to, like, get real other human beings
Okay.
to check it out. But right now,
Mm-hmm.
I'm testing this furniture sync system that I made.
Mm-hmm.
And it's different from the Juzo one that I've been using, which I think is more reliable and better.
Mm-hmm.
But that's my own opinion.
Gotcha.
But what it is obviously you've seen the whole cozy screen thing before,
Yeah.
but it's supposed to world sync.
Oh.
So what I need you to do, is it jittering again? Might be jittering again. It's jittering.
I might not be able to test this. I am walking on a treadmill right now.
I'm aware.
We could probably get Leon to test stuff, though.
It's already kind of doing the thing that I've been struggling with, and that it's jittering a lot when I move. But the important thing is, you just have to hide my avatar, and then I'll run around. And then if it's in the same spot, then it's in the same spot.
Okay, so I see it there now.
Right now.
You want me to hide you real quick?
Yeah, hide me, and then I'll like run in and out, or like respawn or something.
Okay.
And then I'll come back, and then.
Problem I have is that if I do the trial, I want to actually play it, and I got time for that. It would take you so much time to get through the trial that if you actually did, it'd be like worth it at that point. Hi, Violet. Okay.
What?
Unhide you?
Yeah.
I don't see it. Oh, no, now I do. It's in the same spot. Took a second.
Yeah. It takes about 2 seconds to resync.
Okay.
The only issue is it jitters.
Yeah, I'm
So,
kind of seeing it
another
move like a
thing-
little bit each time.
Yeah. A thing that I need to like test
Uh-huh.
is if I turn off the syncing thing. All right, so now hide me again.
Hide.
And
Real humans, and you picked Ewan. What's up? I'm the one who uses Kali. What's up, Ian Inks? Yeah, you thought it was part of a world? Oh, right. Get muted, nerd.
all right.
Violet just floating there. In
Actually,
VR chat, it looks
wait,
like she's being cute and hiding in the bushes. In the video, she is kind of just floating there.
all right, now.
Unhide?
Be in a different spot. Yeah. All right, so it should be right here.
I don't see it at all.
So if I do this, and then is it there now?
It's over there.
It's over there?
Yeah,
Alright, so if I do this,
it's over there.
so... Okay. And then if I undo it again, does it just tell
Back
me
there.
over there again?
Yeah. The mad ravings of the mad scientist who's like, why is it doing this?
So
I
my
will
only
understand
assumption is
you.
that because the drop thing isn't technically synced, the drop location is over here.
Uh-huh.
But
Uh-oh.
and so it just syncs up to it and stays there.
I heard half that. You said but and then froze for 5 seconds and then teleported over there.
All I can think of is that it's just like, it's a little bit buggy. I think I might just replace it with the Juzo one because like that one just works,
Yeah.
and I'll just put that there because it'll.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I might just re-put the Juzo VR one and just be like, yeah, it just works, honestly.
Yeah, what is it? Some kind of game? So, Dynasty has a few setups where they can just place furniture in front of us. To show you guys, I'm gonna turn my camera off.
So this is the janky setup right now.
Yeah, it's a video player, or is it a video player mirror? And just like
It mirrors the video player if it like
Okay.
goes on mute on.
and it's the floor, the seats, the fireplace. Basically, no matter what world we're in, Dynasty can set that down. They can also set down a clam. They can also set down the tent. That's my favorite.
So I've got. I wonder how well this will like work.
Oh, cool. Is that a butt plug in the middle? No, that was a fireplace. There's the clam. A very tiny little Dynasty in it right there.
And then, so we toggle that, and then I also have the tent.
It is not a butt plug. Did I see? Okay, I did see your face on it.
Yeah. So when we're doing the world hop thing, I switch it to the core skin that I have.
Mm-hmm. Adventure Guild.
But when I first made it, it was a test of a lot of things.
Uh-huh.
that is one of them.
Oh.
And then the deck.
Mm-hmm. What? Disprove it then?
But yeah, This is with the Juzo VR one, and it doesn't jitter at all.
Mm-hmm.
Because I trust this thing. But
Oh wait, I actually see it right now.
jitter's weird because it's weird.
Does this count as an item?
What? No, it shouldn't.
It's still in my camera. Does it
Oh
count?
yeah, it shows in the camera. Yeah.
Okay, so it's
also
part of
why
remote
it's a
user.
little odd. Yeah. Like, the weird thing is, if I'm in the tent or whatever, people can't use their mirror to find me, but they can use the mirror to find the tent, so like,
Weird.
it works.
Disprove it then? I don't need to disprove it. It's been on core streams many times. You can see that it's a fireplace and not a butt plug. Hi, Keo. You got this, Yuli? You can do the 12-degree walk. We are at 4.25. Just 3/4 of a mile left. That's Avatar, right? Yeah, it makes sense that it's Avatar. I don't know why I was thinking it would be like item or UI or... I guess I was thinking it'd be part of the world and filtered out, but...
But yeah. If I can figure out how to make that custom system, then I will, but otherwise I'm just gonna put up my customized version.
Mm-hmm.
I put a thing on Jinxie of the world sync, and it works, as you could see,
Mm-hmm.
but it's jittery, which is kind of unacceptable to me.
Yeah.
And it's not a good solution if it's jittery, because
Yeah.
like, you know, we're here to chill with it, you know?
Yeah. Kind of hard to nap on the little bed that's just shaking under you.
Yeah, the jitter couch.
Yeah.
But I'll figure it out, or I won't, and I'll just give it.
You got this. We believe in you.
Yeah, believe.
Guinness, small rodent Yulin. I don't even know what you're talking about, Ganna. Confirmed plug. A vibrating couch sounds like a sell point. I recently learned about the Nut Room video. Have you seen this, Dynasty?
I have not. What?
So it's this guy on It's Omegle or like Chat Roulette, one of those. And there's a girl who is in a very odd room. It's like a walk-in closet, and it has a large like projector TV on one of the walls. It has the massage chair right in front of it. That's the only thing in the room aside from a nightstand with tissues. And this girl's just in this room. And the guy that matched with her, he's like, "Hold on. What room is that?" She's like, "Oh, I don't know. This is just like the movie room that my family goes to watch, movies when we just want to watch a movie by ourselves." And he's like, "You got the TV, the nightstand with the tissues, the massage chair. Your dad come here a lot?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, my dad uses this the most." And she goes, "Oh yeah, that's the nut room." And the girl just has this realization of, "Oh my god, this is my dad's masturbation room." And they've just been calling it the movie room. Oh my god. And she's like, "No. No." And this guy's like, yeah, that's your dad's nut room." And it's so tragic. Just seeing the realization on this girl. Oh, guinea pig. I see. God, I can't spell guinea pig. Who the fuck made that word? J.O. Gems Lamont. Oh no, movies. Innocent shattered. Literally just... a bit of her died that day. Violet, did you play much Mega Man growing up? Did you play any Mega Man games? I feel like I'm so weird with Mega Man because there's literally the main series that I never played. And then I played like every side series. Zero, Battle Network, Legends. Like I just played all the side stuff except the main series. And it's just like, I feel like I did this wrong. Although maybe that's ideal. Because when you look at things like Pokemon, all the side games are incredible. And then the main series is degraded as an IP. You surely don't have a nut room? No, I don't have a nut room. Good lord. You think I could afford a nut room? I love this walk. Dynasty has a lot of fun stuff with their avatar. Can I grab these? There we go.
Oh, does it not work? Oh, it does work.
I got it. It's just, I'm at the, like, extent of the range. It keeps wanting to go back because it's just close enough.
Yeah.
Are you doing the Dr. Livesy walk? Oh my god. That's flippin' cool. Hi, Lonnie. Yeah, they have
I do
it.
have the audio, but
Please,
I also
no.
have it separate. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, there's a reason it's separated on the system.
Yeah. No, he just has a bedroom. That's flippin' cool. We need some funk. Freaking walk styles from ESO looked exactly like that. Oh god, they heard a fidget toy. You and Star are like the two friends I think of the most that just, new thing comes out, slapping that on an avatar. Gotta have all the toys. You kind of workshop them yourself.
Things I've made.
Yeah, you kind of like
things I just make.
Work on yourself. Do you have much that's like you found this online and you like added it but then like improved upon it, or?
Not like the only things that I have that are like not made by me is this dress.
Mm-hmm.
Like I fit that to Neri.
Mm-hmm.
But the emotes that I use, like that Kirby trumpet one, was kind of broken, and I fixed that.
Gotcha.
And then I re-released it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't really have anything that wasn't made.
Gotcha. So you make just a sense of my friend Starbucks. They just collect all the things. They see a little prefab come out and they're like, "All right, I can make basketballs and bowling balls on my avatar. Do I need to? No. Did I ever know I needed this? No, but I fucking got it."
I mean, it's cool. I like the I like all of the prefabs that you can do, but every time that I see like a Pointless Creations
Mhm.
thing or like a Lindy thing, I'm just like, oh, I want to make that, you know? So every time I see it, it's not the prefab that I care about having on my avatar. It's like my own version of the prefab that I care about having.
Right.
So whenever I see it, like the card bending thing, I'm just like, oh, I should make like a card bending thing too. Or, like I should make this less very poor, but
Holy crab apple is at Dynasty. Boy, I'm back from doctors and I got pizza. I lost 20 pounds somehow. Good job, I think. Maybe that's from doing all the fucking combat RP you've been doing, Pixel. Good job, Star was
Maybe.
showing me stuff they could do, and dang, you weren't wrong. Must slap light lure. Oh god, why did I put it there? That's gonna be I can reset this. I can get it. There we go.
It's funny because like I'm hearing your audio live because I'm right next to you, but I'm also watching the stream because I.
You gotta mute the
fucking
stream.
lives you are.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I have the stream muted. It's
Okay.
fine, it's fine.
Dude, I learned
just
very quickly. Never have the fucking stream I'm on doing volume. Because what I would do, I'd hang out with Core, I'd have the volume up, I'd start talking, and 3 seconds into talking I hear my voice, and it's just a fucking stun lock. It's just like, the immediate like, what? And just brain stops. I don't know,
Yeah.
Full Metal Ratchet, they can just they can just hear themselves while talking and being on a stream. And it's like, to them it's weird to not have the sound going. And it's like, you don't understand that
get
you're the
that
fucking
too.
freak here.
I used to have side tone on my mic all the time, so I was always hearing everything. And I still, until recently, I still did have like a minor like 1% side tone, so I would always hear me slightly. But the software that I have like doesn't let me go that low. So it just started like I started hearing everything else, and it's just like.
Yeah, I know of a
Which
few
is
streamers
annoying.
that do that also, where like, they're like, oh, you gotta be able to hear yourself so you know if you sound good or not. I'm like, what? No. No.
You listen to yourself for troubleshooting purposes. I listen to myself because I love myself.
Good lord. Good weight loss or bad weight loss? Good. Oh, hell yeah, congrats. If the basketball bounce, there's a potential to turn them into dodgeballs. Nice, maybe, lol. Or the sex from all the bitches I get. Okay, Pixel.
Oh my god, Pixel, let's go. Let's fucking go.
Self-sabotage. On the other hand, I think we were talking about different stars. I'm talking about Starbucks Coffin. The one that shows up on stream now and then. That's how I join stream mute and live audio. I join mute, live, and listen to stream, haha. Neither is acceptable. I like side tone because it's weird not hearing myself talk. Really? If I hear myself talk, it is a stun lock. It is immediately like... It is so difficult for me to think straight when I'm hearing my voice.
I think it's funny because it's like you hear yourself when you start talking and you don't want to interrupt yourself, and then you realize it's yourself from the past talking over you.
I don't know if it's necessarily an interruption thing, but it's just like, I don't know. It's like a literal stun grenade going off in like video games where it's like,
Yeah.
all right, throw this at their feet and stun them for 3 seconds. It literally just 1-to-1 feels like that. No, I need to hear myself talk live. Not talk delayed. Oh, okay. 4.7. We're stopping at 5. Ugh. Like plugging your ears and then trying to talk is weird. I don't know that. I don't know how long it's been since I tried that. Sunlock. My dumb butt made intro vids on YouTube and Twitch. Every time I open them, move off my pages as fast as possible. Do explain further how to steal you. Steal me? No! Is Starbucks not Star Doppler? That is the same one. Sometimes they are Starbucks Coffin. Sometimes they are Star Doppler. Sometimes they are Stirbucks. They are consistently slightly inconsistent. Step 1, get some cookies. Oh god. What's even more annoying? Cairo has a friend named Starbucks, who sometimes go by Star Cluster. And it's like, anytime we start talking about Star, Cairo will go, your star or my star? And it's like, oh god. No wonder I didn't know who you were talking about. Yeah, I thought you were talking about them. No. I'm almost always talking about my star. I did have a very long conversation with Cairo's star recently. We were talking about Xenoblade a lot. Me resisting every urge and fiber of my being to go, Dynasty, did you play Xenoblade as a kid? Are you familiar with that game?
I'm sorry. Unfortunately, I think I played like 6 console games.
Really?
Maybe less. It's probably more around 10, but like, I could count on my hand how many consoles I had, which was, we had the Nintendo 64, and then we had the Wii, and my brother had an Xbox 360 in college, and then we had the Switch, and that's all the consoles we had.
Okay. So did you have like one game per console? What the heck?
So we played Mario Party and
Okay.
Smash Brothers on the and Donkey Kong 64 on the 64.
Okay.
On the Wii we had Mario Kart and the Wii Sports stuff, and Smash Brothers, and I think Twilight Princess, and that was it. We also had Ocarina of Time because the Wii had that sort of thing. And then for the Xbox, basically the only games we played was Borderlands 1 and Halo 3, which was all fun. Like, those were the only games that we really played or had. I played some Lego Star Wars, but like, you know, like a 2-hour play of Lego Star Wars isn't playing the game. And then that was basically it for all of like the games that I had played that weren't like PC. Like, if I wasn't on a PC, like playing Flash games or like Armor games or things like that, it was like I didn't play Ratchet and Clank or like any of the other older games or Xenoblade Chronicles or Xenoblade or anything like that. So whenever people talk about like older games, I'm just like, I have like a dark period for gaming, and I'm sorry, I missed the train.
I probably had 20 Nintendo 64 games, then 15 GameCube games. I think I had like 10-ish PlayStation 2 games. And probably only like 5 Xbox games. Probably like 5 360 games. 5 PlayStation 3 games. I'd say like 10 Wii games, 10 Wii U games, and 10 Switch games. I still have most of them. I sold all the Nintendo 64 games. But I think all my other games I've kept since then. Hi, Zuvi. I have them in a big bookcase next to me. Why is there someone doing the funk walk? Zuvi, that's not cool. That's just how Dynasty walks.
Yeah.
You can't just be rude and ask that. I thought Cairo Star was Core Star. I think Core Star is my star. I think Starbucks and Ormet, I'm not sure. I don't mean... I had a little bit on Wii. No one remembers a little bit. I don't even know if I've heard of it. 4.91. 4.91. We're so close. Oh, fuck. You know what I just realized? You're in desktop. I just had the thought.
Same.
We're almost at 5 miles. When we finish, we can go to a comfy world and be comfy. And I'll probably get fucking Dynasty headpats. Oh, wait, they're not in VR. Fuck. Shit.
Big saws. I'm working on Unity stuff at this moment.
This is your Peak reminder. Thank you, Zuvi. Have you played Peak at all, Dynasty?
I have not. I've seen it, but I also saw like the funny meme where it's like friend slop, and I'm just like, yes, this is exactly that. It's like, this is the game that you buy with 3 other friends and then play twice, and then that's it.
So yes and no. It is absolutely in the friend slop category. Like, it was sold to like pop off for 2 weeks and then die. The thing is,
Right.
it's at the top of the friend slop category. So it's like, it's gonna hang around for a year.
All right. Yeah.
It's
pretty
very
good.
much Lethal Company, Repo, Pummel Party, Overcooked. It has lasting power. It's not
Yeah.
like other friend slop games that you play it for a week, you play twice, and then never again. My friend Koyo, he does a weekly Wednesday community game. And we've done a lot of Lethal Company, we've done a lot of Repo. We have added Peak to it lately. And so after my walk today, we're gonna go play Peak with him. Heavily modded. It's gonna make it so that it's like lobbies of up to 20 people, which is absolute chaos and shenanigans. Finish the video?
I mean-
Fuck no.
My only issue is that like I'm one of those no fun allowed kind of people. Not really like
Oh.
no fun allowed, but it's like we go to Lethal Company, it's like if you put on the mask, I'm pressing the button and we're leaving. Thing.
you are
Like-
there to like, they've given you a goal. You're gonna do the
Yeah,
goal.
we're there for the quota.
Okay. We got 5 miles. Where's my camera? Right there. Well, I don't know if you guys heard that, but my dad definitely just dropped something in the kitchen above me. Alright, pause this. Back to Mega Man music. These fucking stars. Finish the video. I'm sure there's a joke there about stars in the night sky. And that's why I just bought on sale today. I don't get the friend swap stuff. I have played Lethal for 200 hours, Reaper for 115, Peak for 35. Here's the thing, Zuvi. You are only buying, like, the pinnacle of the slop games. Imagine you bought games like this and you bought 10 of them a week, right? That's how many of these games are coming out. It's just, you know, between Peak and then friend slop games 2 through 9. 2 through 9 are forgettable. Peak is the only one that, you know, people really talk about. There's basically people that, you know, they play these every time they come out, and they go, of these 10, this one was really good. I want to play this one again, but the other 9, those kind of sucked and are really forgettable. They play those more. People start kind of catching on, and then all the people like you and me, Zooey, that we don't play friend slot games until they get traction, until they become viral. We play them then. We see the filtered friend slot games that are good. We do not see the vast, like, sea of just trash friend slot games. He's ditching naps for Peak. Nom. Oh, damn, that's a cool tale. Well, I'm out for dinner. Have a great rest of your stream, friend. Bye, Yukiyu. I'm excited to see you in VR again. It's like that for all genres. There's slot games like that for RPGs and strategy as well. It's different, Zuvi, because with friend slot games, they're typically easier to make. They are very much like somebody who's good at game dev, they could probably pump out a friend slot game in a week. Somebody could probably make a game that's about what Overcooked and what's the other one? What's the other restaurant game that you constantly play with Koyo? Plate Up. A game like Plate Up could be made in a week by like a guy and his 2 friends. A major strategy game, that's gonna take like a year with a team to make. Friend slot games are called friend slot because they're typically low effort, and what it takes to make them is not that difficult. Now, that being said, that doesn't make them bad. Sometimes the simple, basic core of a game is more than enough to make it good. That's the case with Peak, right? It's fucking crazy simple characters. You've got really basic environments. You've got a simple system of your energy go down, get to the top before then, some items. Peak, I think it was made with a team. But it probably, like, didn't take them more than a month to make. Whereas, like, you compare that to fucking any major RTS game. That was a huge endeavor. Attack the fish. It's not like they have full AA game price. True. Damn, look at them go. What the turtle down there doing? Okay. Oh, they are no longer a fish. They are always a fish. Sometimes they just don't want to look like a fish. I need to change my avatar. You guys wait there. And enjoy Dynasty dancing. Whoa. Oh my god, Dynasty. When you walk like this, one of the best feelings ever is just kicking your shoes off. Every day, it's just like, oh, they can breathe again. Driving my car after...
When I was, no, I guess it was 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
2 years ago, August, I was staying in a family friend's place in Fukuoka.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't really have much to do. Like, I was staying with them for a month. I didn't have much to do, so I would just walk.
Uh-huh.
And I just kind of picked a direction and walked. In August,
Oh god.
like, was really friggin' hot because it's the, like, southern end of Japan.
Mm-hmm.
And I would walk for probably, like, 4 hours, 5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would catch the bus back home because I would have walked to like another town in the area.
God. So you are very familiar with the let's take off our feet and this is nice.
Yeah. I think my favorite thing was biking around like 12
Mhm.
kilometers one day because I was just like I want to bike around a peninsula that
Hell yeah.
they have here. And it was fantastic.
Portal. This is a map I found this morning. It's not the map I was looking for. I wanted to go to the map I saw Lugs in last night that was like really pretty alien space whales flying around, but I found this one instead. I'm like, oh, this one's still kind of pretty. It is admittedly the fucking like hangout prefab that you've seen in like 1,000+ worlds, which is like okay, but it's still, you know, do they have an invisible wall there?
Get my gills wet.
They still have they've got a comfy space. They've got a comfy skybox, and I'm like, okay, I'm down with this. Guys, wait there. I'm gonna chug water.
Oh, does this have like? Yeah, I guess it has the ability to have karaoke. Oh wait, the mic. Does the mic work? You turn on.
You definitely got louder when you were using it, but I don't know if that's just you being closer.
No, I think it's the so. Let's see. Yulin, do you have anything to say about?
Oh God.
Never mind then. Yeah, it's probably loud.
A little bit. Okay. I'm a little low.
Let me just try my hand at like world building, or maybe I just make furniture and make.
With the stuff you're making, I feel like you're already like far and above the skills for just start world building. You're gonna be the next Lakuza.
Ugh.
I don't know if you want that.
Though, to be fair, it does make me like a little. Like when I see the same couch 3 times, I'm like, oh, I see.
Yeah.
This is how
Yeah.
prefabs work.
Okay. There. Anchor. World.
Make a world that's all vertex colors, so it's like a megabyte to download. but
No.
it's as massive as the fucking.
Every now and I think I've
Single
seen somebody do
megabyte
that.
Download.
Because I've definitely seen a world that seems like it has a lot in it, and then it's like 3 megabytes. I'm like, what the fuck? How? Like, it doesn't even seem like it'd be that simple of a world. It's not like a box. It was like a whole world with furniture. Just its download size was tiny.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think it'd just be funny to make like a Mobius world that's like 10 megabytes, and it would be hilarious. People would just like wander it for hours and be like, "Why the fuck is this so small?"
Driving my car after a beer, my mom runs away in fear. They have backup dancers. Hello, traffic police. I would like to report a crime. DUI, how about you die? Little do you know, I filled up on gas. I'm gonna get your potato munching ass. I drive 100 miles in an hour in my truck. I don't know what song you've parodied right now. Side note, it's 11:40? Okay.
Driving in my car right after a beer. Hate that speed bump, it looks like a deer. DUI, how about you die?
Is that the actual song?
Yeah, it's a weird meme.
Is it okay? So is it the meme from the
Yeah,
open
it's the-
season movie?
No. Maybe.
Oh, okay.
Huh. It could be from Open Season.
Let's just go fish up a core to make KFC make piss. No! Not everything has to be attached to a model. Hi, Keo. Wait, Keo, you popped it. You've been here for a little bit.
I just wonder what this would look on
I'm excited.
the stream.
I'm also just like, God, I'm fucking sweaty right now. I need a shower before we go do peak. I'm also like super fucking curious what my dad was doing. That I'm like, the fuck was making all that noise for 3 minutes? Tappies. This world is like, it's nice and disappointing at the same time. I don't know how to word it. Like, I like the skybox. I like the comfiness of it, but at the same time, it's like, it feels like such an asset flip. It feels like...
Yeah, it's like, they did a good job with what they have, but it's also not... It's not unique, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. It has potential. I wouldn't say that. It just, it feels very like...
It's personalized for sure. I mean, I guess somebody's specific, like, decorating.
What the fuck was making all that noise? The nut room? It was not the nut room. It was literally the kitchen, you fucking freak.
Now, the important thing is, does it use udon? It does not. It does not use the udon shader. This deck cannot work.
Tragic.
This is bullshit. Truly tragic.
God damn it. I think of you as like such a like smart and creative person, Dynasty, that I think of all these games that are like involve class building and like doing cool stuff with builds, and I'm like, oh, Dynasty would like this game. But then you're like, yeah, I didn't play any console games. I'm like, oh, Dynasty, I've been playing Final Fantasy Tactics Advance 2, and you probably didn't play that. Damn it.
Oh, wait, no, I totally forgot to like mention Game Boy Advanced as an even, like, I forget it's a console because it's like, I don't know, it's such a daily driver. I don't know, I did play Tactics for a bit and it was a lot of fun, but I think I was too young to like get into it. It just kind of...
So if you played it on the Game Boy, you probably played Tactics Advance.
Yes.
The original Tactics was on the PlayStation, and I have not played Tactics. I have played a lot of Tactics Advance. On the 3DS is Tactics Advance 2. What is happening with my fucking arm today? Tactics Advance 2 is they added 2 races, a bunch of new classes, and redid the law system. I've been going through that one. Was that a G2A ad? I have no idea what a G2A ad means. I have I've had Final Fantasy Tactics Advance for years, but never come close to finishing it. I did one playthrough where I got to like level 30-ish and then just, got burnt out and stopped. And so I've been playing again because I had a bunch of free time like a month or two ago and started it. And I spent way too much time doing side quests. And now, I'm like far from finishing it and kind of burnt out, but I'm like, no, I must finish it. I have to say I beat this game instead of, coming up short twice now. And so I'm trying to like chip away at it and do like 1, maybe 2 missions a day. I fucking had a big power spike yesterday in that I got armor that has Bone Crusher on it, which is like do you remember Bone Crusher in the Tactics Advance game?
Not really.
So, do you remember Counter?
I didn't play as much as you think I did.
All good. Counter is if somebody hits you and you're in melee range, you hit them back. Bone Crusher is
that makes sense.
If somebody hits you and you're in melee range, you hit them back for 1.5 times your regular damage. So it's literally just better counter. And I just got the sword that teaches, I just got the armor that teaches Bone Crusher to my main dude. And so he is going to start hitting like a fucking truck if anybody melees him. The next goal for him is to make him a ninja so that he can dual wield. And then he'll just be able to dual wield fucking swords as a knight, have a ton of defense, and if anybody hits him, he'll just fucking truck them for like hitting somebody with a train. I also got MP attack. And so I have a Moogle that is a flintlock. This is like the gun class for Moogles. Guns are just the longest range weapon in the game. They are good to use MP on abilities, but you can also just make them hit really hard by giving them this passive ability called MP attack or something like that makes it so that all of their magic points get added into their attack. So if they would hit for 30, you generate 10 MP per turn. This will just add 10, though it'll drain their mana. It'll just add 10 to every hit they do, which is like fucking hell yeah, you just hit harder.
Yeah, that's pretty damn good.
I also got, I think I got attack boost for my Bonga. Granted, it's not the skill I want long run, but it's just nice for this guy. And he's a cannoneer, kind of the same thing as the Moogle's flintlock setup, in that he can attack from 10 tiles away and just hits like a truck. So that fish is super cool. I love this fish. I see them every Friday. I'd like to see them more, but my schedule's just so dumb and oversaturated with shit.
I mean, I'm just on and off. I show up less now in VR, so I'm happy I'm there on Fridays and stuff. But I go to the gallery, but if your schedule is like full, you can't go to the gallery, basically.
Yeah, I'm not even entirely like sure what the gallery is. It's like I've heard about it, but I don't have like the most solid understanding of it.
Oh well, so I mean you've seen Oz a couple times.
Yes.
During the World Hop thing as well, but so the gallery it's just it's like a VR chat world that has art that rotates every month. Like there's just a bunch of artists that submit things to the gallery. I actually have 2 models up right now on the 3D slots that he has.
Okay.
But all it really is an art gallery where, you just make art, put it up there. You have to pay a slot fee for the thing because you're putting up your art. But if you sell any of your pieces or whatever, like it's 0% commission fee or anything like that.
Right.
Like, there's no cost for
Okay.
the publicity past like putting in the slot.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, all it is basically just an artists meetup, I guess.
That's cool.
But they have an opening night every Thursday, or an opening night on the first Thursday of every month.
Okay.
And that's it's usually a really fun time, but it's full as heck.
Yeah. Thursday has been my JRPG day, and I have been playing Xenoblade Chronicles with Cairo on their stream. Granted, we're having to reschedule it because a World of Warcraft raid just came out, and my guild wants to raid on Thursday. So I'm like, Cairo, I'm sorry, but
sorry.
You are getting
WoW
bumped.
comes first.
I've raided on and off in WoW for like fucking 20 years at this point. This expansion, I did the first raid. I was main tanking for it and had a lot of fun. The second raid came out and I was just like not into WoW at all when the second raid came out. So I just didn't get back into the game. They just went without me. And I was talking to all of them, but they're like, "Oh, you unite us now." Hi, Kodiak. And this third raid, it came out literally yesterday, and I was like, I really missed the group when I wasn't raiding with them for the second raid. And so I was like, I really want to prioritize this and get into WoW right now and be there for this raid, even if not for the whole patch. Even if only for like 2, maybe 3 months. I really miss this group and miss hanging out with them. It had been like a year. Well, maybe not a year. I don't know how long the Goblin raid was out. I think it was only actually like 4 or 5 months, but I missed those homies. Female bard who plays the body bongos to give inspiration. He's just smacking the titty. Violet? What?
I don't know where that came from. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Where is she? She's under my right arm. Violet, the fuck? Good lord. I want to know like the line of thinking that was like, oh yes, this is the thing that led me to this thought. I am dying of curiosity for that because that just seems so out of left field. Someone said bongo, I thought. I don't know that anybody said bongo. Moggled bard. Ugh.
The only MMO that I'm into is Final Fantasy 14.
Okay.
I haven't really actually played WoW. Mainly because my brothers played it, and it's like I don't wanna. I don't want to always be playing catch up to them.
Yeah. WoW is such a weird beast because it's been around for like 21 years. It has become such a thing and changed over time that there's different eras and versions of WoW. And they've recently wised up and been like, let's make all the different versions of WoW available. So you have Classic WoW, which is like vanilla classic. Hi, Ryan. You have how did this get here? Can you take this away, Ryan? Thank you.
It's so weird being in desktop. Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't mind being in desktop unless I've lost VR. If I like cannot get in VR, then I'm miserable getting in desktop. They have classic vanilla servers WoW. They have classic Burning Crusade WoW. They have classic Wrath of the Lich King WoW. They recently came out with classic Mists of Pandaria WoW. I almost forgot classic Cataclysm WoW. They have retail WoW. They soon will have Legion Remix WoW. So it's just like they have so many different versions of WoW. That it's like if you're very into WoW from 19 years ago, you can play that, right? And it's WoW versions where WoW it's one of those games that like so many people have an opinion on. Everybody knows at least one person that has played WoW. And it's at the point where like it's very hard to go into it unbiased and just be like, let's just play the game and see what it is, because you're going to be told what it is by someone that you know. And so like World of Warcraft retail, that's the one I play. It has a very strong focus on raiding, on infinite scaling dungeons called Mythic Plus, on getting to end game and getting you through the leveling process as fast as possible. On FOMO events that's like, oh, you need to do this for this month, and if you don't, you're gonna miss out on these transmog mounts. It's a very polished game. It's not pretty, though it's the prettiest version of WoW. People go into this being told like, oh, you need to get to max level so you can do all this stuff right away, and like a lot of people just hate that. But then there'll be people who like, oh, I see Yulin talk about WoW all the time, I kind of want to try it. And I'm like, yeah, great, go have fun. They're like, well, what should I do? And I'm like, literally just do whatever you want in the game. Like, whatever the quest tells you to do, just go do that. Don't listen to me on what to do. And when they do that, typically they'll have fun. They'll be like, oh, you're getting stolen already? Okay, bye. I don't have a nap. I don't have time to nap today anyway, so I will catch you another time this week. Bye, Ryan. When people are like, okay, you're gonna play WoW with me, you need to get to max level, then you need to gear up by doing delves, then you need to gear up so we can do Mythic Plus, and then we can do scaling Mythic Plus. It's just like, this shit sucks. Like, people don't have fun playing like that until they get to the point where they know the game and they want to do that. But like the new player, you tell them, just go do these quests, and they're like, dude, this game's kind of pretty. Like, you know, this environment I'm in is kind of crazy. I like what my class feels like. I do this like cool flip, and then I do like eye lasers, and it's like, yeah, man, you enjoying it? And they're like, yeah, I am. But like, it's literally one of those games of people enjoy it so long as they don't have a motherfucker in their ear telling them they're not enjoying it. Final Fantasy is actually very similar for very different reasons. People hate A Realm Reborn and like the grind of the story there. I think it's good world building. I think it's a very slow pace, like you get into the game, you like learn a lot of the stuff, and it's fun until you have 10 people in your ear telling you, oh my god, I hated Realm Reborn. It's so slow, it's so bad. It's like,
I just went through that like yesterday. One of my friends started playing Final Fantasy again, and like 4 people were like, oh, Final Fantasy, like A Realm Reborn, or like some of the other things, or like it's so long, and you know, it's actually, the story's really not that great. I'm like, oh shit, you watched all the cutscenes and you didn't like it? And they're like, well, no, I watched a recap video. And I'm just like, the first thing that I was just like, really? So you're telling me that my book sucks because you skipped 4 chapters and then read the summary like the Spark Notes? And it, like, just, it's a book, you know, you don't skip it, take it as you play it, you know.
Did you see how Quinn69 played Final Fantasy 14?
I did not.
So Quinn69, big streamer, kind of an idiot, a little bit of bad opinions, but you know, when he's playing ARGs like Diablo and Path of Exile, he's a very good player. He wanted to get into Final Fantasy 14 rating, so he creates an account. He doesn't want to go through the story. That stuff sucks. That stuff's boring. Buys literally every single story skip. Well, he's got to get to max level, so how does he do this? Well, he buys the max level, or level 90 Samurai boost, because that's the class he wants to play. Levels up 10 levels, goes into a raid, just dies left and right. Doesn't know how to play the game, because, you know, he's boosted to Samurai.
Right.
and just dies left and right in this game. There's this famous clip of he's in this raid. There's 2 fire patches on the ground. Literally, this will explode in 2 seconds. Don't be in it. And he is in the Venn diagram of 2 of these explosions. And so he gets hit twice and dies. And he just goes, "Where were the eels? Where were the bloody eels? This game sucks." And it's like, where were the heels? You went from 100% to 0, dude. Because you stood in 2 explosions. He did a review of the game. And he was like, yeah, it's not that good. Combat's bad. The raids are bad. I don't know why people like these. The story was bad. And it's like, what do you mean the story was bad? You didn't see any of the story, bro. Like, you just... How the fuck can you say the story was bad? I literally saw not a single cutscene of it. And it was just like... People were roasting for it. He's kind of, like, so big that he can never fail. He could never, like... Even when he does something like this, it's not really going to do anything to his numbers. But it was still, like, genuinely upsetting to see this guy say the story sucks, had not seen a single cutscene of it.
It's like playing Expedition 33 and then just being like, man, probably the worst fucking... I don't know what minigames are in it, but this is the worst chess game I've ever played in my life.
Mm-hmm. My cousin trolled the shit out of me. Expedition 33 came up and he was like, "Oh yeah, you know, I was really interested in that game. It looks really cool, and like I like turn-based games, but I don't like JRPGs, and so, you know, it's too anime for me. I didn't want to play it." And I was just like, anime,
It's French.
It's French, you mother. And like he's just sitting there shit-eating grin like, got him. And I'm just like, oh, I fucking hate this guy. FRPG.
Though, to be fair, that's already a pretty big detriment, because I mean, French.
It's a mobile game, take a nap.
Disclaimer.
No.
Disclaimer, Dynasty 30 doesn't actually dislike the French, it's just the meme.
For legal reasons, that's a joke. Hi, Beta Galaxy. Thank you for the follow. I had a lot more fun leveling in Classic Vanilla than I did in Retail. It still took me like 1 week to get to max level, and Classic took me 21 days. Played to get to 60.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I just realized something.
Mm-hmm.
Yulin, I'm
That's
not
me.
following you either. There you go.
Oh.
Now I'm following you. Let's go.
Thank you for the follow.
Oh, no problem.
You can't complain if you go to a pasta house and complain about the spaghetti. Dude, it's... When I played through Final Fantasy, I started a golden age time where Amazon Prime was doing, you know, a bundle where it's like, get the base game for free and like a month or 2 for free. A lot of VR chat streamers were like pushing like, hey, get into Final Fantasy. And they were like kind of putting all their communities on the same server. And so I joined Lele's guild, and there was a lot of streamers doing that one. And it was like the sister guild of Whoops's guild, who's the big Team 5 Purple Fox guy. And so it was this weird situation of like the combination of a Zerg guild in an MMO and like your comfy friends guild where you know everybody. Because it was from VR chat where, you know, you have like hundreds of friends potentially. And so like you would get on Final Fantasy and there would be 30 people in the courtyard of the FC house. And you knew every single one of them. And it was just like, you had the numbers of just of 100 to 200 people online at all times. We had the comfort of, I know every single person here. This isn't just some random name in the guild that they picked up from trade chat. And it was lightning in a bottle, never getting an MMO with that moment again.
Yeah, my goodness.
But
that's a nice experience.
I went through ARR. I liked it, but I remember getting frustrated because I was only doing main story quests, and so around the 40s it started being like, you're not high enough level, and I was like, what the fuck? Okay, grind out to 41. Do a single quest. You're not high enough level for the next quest. Oh my god, grind up to 42. I had that problem. And so I got frustrated. I remember a lot of A Realm Reborn, but I think for a lot of part of it, I was just kind of learning and taking it in, but not really paying attention to it and kind of just glazing over it. Post A Realm Reborn, I did get burnt out and I quit for like 2 or 3 months here. Came back, got back into it. I then go through Heavensward, and the start of Heavensward, well, technically post A Realm Reborn going into Heavensward,
with the the one cutscene. The first time you get the hey, make sure you've got time to watch this because it'll be a while. The first time I saw that was like, oh shit. And then after watching it, it was like, oh fucking shit, I need to see what happens next. Because anybody that knows that fucking quest, it's a doozy. We go into go through Heavensward, had a lot of fun. Post Heavensward, I think I quit for like a month or two, but this was because this was right when Shadowbringers was coming out, and there was a healer shortage, and so I would like, I would go through story. I would hit a story quest that's like, okay, do this dungeon. And I'm playing Monk. And so I queue up for the dungeon, and it's like a 45-minute wait timer, which was fucking miserable. So I boosted Scholar and I became healer main. And it was, oh dude. Shadowbringers came out, and there were two things that created this weird situation. One, they gutted all the healers' DPS kits. They felt like the healers had too many buttons and too much to do. So they took away all their damage abilities and gave them 3. They had AoE, they had dot, and just literally spam fireball. And that's all healers had for DPS.
That's all I know. That's all I know now is just... So I have the DPS button down to 1, the dot to 2, and then AoE is shift 1, so I only press 1 and 2 for like the entire fight.
And like, for healers, for the healer players, they hated that because they liked, their 7-button DPS while also healing. And so gutting their kit just made them all hate it, and they all re-rolled from healer. Especially since at the same time, they added a fancy new tank. They added Gunbreaker. And so every healer was like, okay, well, we're just going to re-roll tank or dancer. And so you had this massive healer shortage and a surplus of tanks because they had the fancy new tank class. And so it was like, DPS had a queue time of like 40 minutes. Tanks had a queue time of 10 minutes. Healers were so needed that you would like press your mouse button down to click, join queue, and before you could like even depress your left click, the queue had popped. The system was so hungry for healers that it was just like literally within a 1/10 of a second your queue would pop every fucking time. And it was, as a healer in Shadowbringers, like, okay, this is fucking nice. And so went through Stormblood having fast queues like that, went through Shadowbringers having fast queues like that, caught up, played Endwalker when it came out, and then didn't do the post Endwalker stuff until Dawntrail was coming out. Now I've done Dawntrail, and I'll probably do the post Dawntrail stuff when the next expansion's coming out.
I still have to get like through. I need to get to like the end of 7.1 because I've done all the crafters quests in the Dawntrail area, and I want to enjoy the fruits of my labor.
The numbers came out for Dawntrail. Their sales and sub numbers are way down.
Yeah,
which
I'm
sucks.
not surprised.
People are blaming Dawntrail and saying the story was bad, and I'm like, I don't think it was. I actually think it was really good. It's just like they had the end of the fucking Avengers multiverse, right? The lead up to Endgame,
right? And
it's starting over. You can't follow Endgame and be at the same level. I think Dawntrail is like...
they did Endgame again.
Yeah.
It's like, no, stop. I don't... Okay, we were here for vacation. I'm helping the Nepo baby. I don't mind that. Just stop making it like a Cataclysm event. Make it like the big thing, and then we can end it happily instead of another world-threatening event. Because... God... It didn't need that.
Leading into a world-threatening event, right? But like, even with how like, oh man, this is really bad, we might lose a shard. I was always like,
Yeah, I fucking saved the universe already. This bitch ain't
Yeah.
shit.
It's just like, okay, so I guess since anybody that doesn't like know Final Fantasy and might get into it, I'm still going to be a little bit nebulous with what I say, but like, okay, so I can understand in Stormblood when Prince Murderboner like was first introduced and he was kind of like, you know, a threat to us. I
Yeah.
get that. I understand. And I understand how like we were on equal footing because like he's a powerhouse, we're a powerhouse, and then like he was supposed to be our foil or whatever, fucking whatever. Cool, that was fine. And then Prince Murderboner showed up again.
Yep.
And that kind of annoyed me. It's fine, I get it. And you know, it resolved in a way that was comfortable. But now we're at this power scale where we're Goku. Like we're like Goku God at this point. And this motherfucking lizard in Dawn Trail thinks he can step to us.
Yeah,
like we're some kind of like even close to being like mortal like he is. And then he just like he's like, I'm gonna put my all into it. It's like literally everybody before us has done that and they have not won. Like, are you this stupid?
If there was one thing I would have wanted in Dawn Trail, it was more of a like one-on-one fight between us and Zoraljah.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, there sort of is, but like not before his event, right? I would have wanted I'm the greatest, and us just fucking stomp his ass. And he's like, just the realization of, oh, the world is bigger than I fucking thought it was, right? I would have loved to see that, and I feel like we just didn't get that.
It's so annoying that like he's built up as like this like ultra strong Superman character where like everything goes right by might. And then he just goes Pope mode, and it's weird.
Yeah,
it's like you didn't need to do that.
I'm of the opinion that after Endwalker, I give you a thumbs up by the way, Gana, but yes, I am. After Endwalker, that should have been it. Maybe some vacation quests, maybe add a few more raids, but like, I don't think Dawn Trail should have happened. I think they should have started working on the next MMO. And like, they shouldn't have done like major story patches, but maybe like a few like, hey, we're doing a raid. Hey, we found a fun island with a weird gladiator tribe. Hey, we're going to this weird, we're going to this shard and there's stuff here. But nothing that's like a whole expansion. It should have just been like, we're adding a raid, but it feels like a very optional raid. It feels like a very like not super like threatening to the world raid. Just like, you know, content patches to get us through 3 years of the next MMO being developed, which ideally they would have started on already. And when they came out and they were like, you know, Dawn Trail's out, and don't you worry, guys, we've got 10 more years of content for you for Final Fantasy XIV. I was sitting there like, no, you fucking fools. Please give me an MMO with a real UI, with working menus, with working fucking servers. Like, they refuse to like update their game. Fine, come out with a new one that like has updated systems, right? And they're just like, yeah, in 10 fucking years. That you can't whisper a friend in a dungeon is fucking insane to me. And they have so much just outdated and clunky shit in their system that's like, if they're not going to update it, give me the new MMO. End it on Endwalker. You know, that's a great end of the story. Nothing you do after that is going to sell well, right? Like Dawn Trail, I think they did a fantastic job with it. There's like very few beats in the story that I'm like, this could have been done better. Not even bad, just could have been done better. But no, they want to do 10 more years. They want to basically do a Realm Reborn over again. Hi, media, thank you. They want to do a Realm Reborn over again, which didn't do well. But we're gonna have to start at Dawn Trail, go into the next expansion that, good night, noob, that is like gonna do better, go into the third expansion that's going to do better, and eventually get to a fourth and fifth that are like, okay, the stuff they started setting up in Dawntrail is coming together. This is working. But it's like a 10-year endeavor of like 6 years it's gonna suck for their numbers. Why didn't you just make a new MMO? Like,
I mean, I actually personally really like Dawntrail a little bit, just because. So, post Endwalker is setting up this very specific thing that I want our blind cat to do, and I'm waiting for it to fucking happen. And Dawntrail has just like teed up, hey, the blind cat knows that you have this thing that can do the thing, and I'm just like, I really want to see this resolve. So there are some story things that I want to see happen. Dawntrail, if it hadn't gone cataclysmic, I would have been happy with it, because it would have just been the vacation adventure on a new place.
I really wanted Dawntrail to not happen. Or if it does, it's like a one expansion, not setting up new things. High mistake. Literally just, hey, we're doing an expansion, but this is like the vacation expansion.
The love letter expansion.
It's the love letter expansion, right? I very much think it shouldn't have happened. Granted, it happened. What they did do, I think they did very well. I think it would have gone better if they did other things.
It would have. You're right. It would have been so fun had Dawntrail just literally been vacation. Like you know the post movie things for like 70s movies where it's got the music and you just see the text on the screen like Bobby went on to become a salesman.
Imagine
and works to that, but the entire expansion is that.
Imagine the trials. The first trial is the same. It's still the same one. The story is exactly the same leading up to that. The second trial is like completely remove the second and third trial. What if one of the trials was Galul Jaja, where he's like, I just want to fight you, and you just fight him. And the big twist with him wasn't even a thing. It's like, my brother's awake, I'm at full strength, let's go. And it's like, trial 2, that would have been like very non-serious, very much like, this isn't, the threat, this is just a big fight for us. Yippee, let's have fun. Trial 3, I don't know what would have been. Literally just like, there's all this conflict between Tulialal and the other place, right? But for the most part, you see it coming to a very not like heavy impact resolution. Like, it's almost like a diplomatic thing, and there's a lot of like, we're fighting these people for show, we're fighting these people like, as a gladiator thing, like, hey, let's see how strong each other is. Very much like, this isn't a threat to the world. I think a lot of people would have hated that. I think a lot of people have been like, no, I hate it if I'm not, under the pressure of saving the world. But like, I think Dawntrail would have been amazing as like the love letter expansion that has a lot more silly fights. Hi, Stalking. Thank you. Good job today. Good job. But I don't know. They want 10 more years of it. I think I've read that they're reconsidering. I think they're like, Dawntrail did not sell the numbers we needed to, so maybe we're gonna do one after Dawntrail and then figure something else or like pivot.
Well,
hi Love, hi Freya.
I'm just confused on what they wanted for Dawntrail, because again, they went too hard too fast. Like what was it? So Heaven's Word is just the end of Ishgard. Like that's all that would happen if we didn't do anything. Stormblood, okay, that was actually a cataclysmic event, and then Shadowbringer's cataclysmic event. Wait, actually, was Stormblood a cataclysmic? No,
Stormblood wasn't really
either.
It would have just furthered the Garlean Empire. Like, it was just it needed to be stopped, but if it wasn't, it's not like the end of Eorzea. It's just, oh shit, the end of Eorzea is that much closer.
Well, it was just like, so technically, Stormblood kicked off what Shadowbringers was meant to prevent, because Shadowbringers was to prevent the alternate timeline that was everybody fucking dies because Stormblood.
Yeah.
Which is weird, actually,
Yes.
now that I think about it.
Uh-huh.
But it... So it still was it just wasn't as obvious. Like Endsinger was cataclysmic. But not most of the other stuff that we're dealing with.
To answer your question, Stalking. This right here. I'm very stinky. I'm very sweaty. We did 5 miles with 12 incline. Now I'm just nerding out with Dynasty about MMOs. Don't say sniff out of that. No, I don't know what they wanted with Dawn Trail either. I genuinely think it was just, oh, we're popping the fuck off. WoW has dug its own grave. We can we're more popular than ever. We can do whatever we want. So let's go hard and fast with Dawn Trail. We're gonna get right back into it. Yeah, we just finished the fucking end of a 10-year 5 expansion deal, but we can get right back into it. And it was just like, WoW just kind of fucking bounced right back. People got very critical of Final Fantasy XIV's formula, because it feels like, the first 2 expansions, they had more content, and Shadowbringers and Endwalker, while good, they become very formulaic. They're not adding a lot of things like Eureka. They are just like, here's your exact number of dungeons, here's your exact number of raids and trials, rinse, repeat, on to the next one.
Yeah.
And so it's like, people noticing that in Final Fantasy lost a lot of interest in it, and it just, I think they really thought they were going to carry their momentum and be like the next WoW and be the king for a while, and that did not happen.
They did the very Japanese thing where it's like, yes, the product will sell itself from now on, instead of like, so it's studying Japanese business has been a very odd thing to me, because they barely ever capitalize on actual market trends. And it's insane to me how people think that it's like, Japanese business is really good. It's like, no, they're really good at targeting Japan. For a global audience, they're awful.
Yeah.
And this is that.
I'm way behind on chat. WoW Virgin Square taken out. A lot more fun leveling in Classic. Must go after Dynasty London style. No! Sounds like an interactive movie. Ricky being on time, Yulin. Good job. Morning media. And I Yulin chat. I'm off to rest. Good luck with the rest of your stream. Night noob. Hi noob. Bye noob. 751 day of sitting on a couch. Yulin Pat. Did I update the title? I didn't update it. Legion Remix will be on PTR soon. Will come out in 11.2.5. Ooh, hell yeah. Bark, what's the equivalent of a random piece of furniture getting fucked up in this talk? I don't know how to answer that mistake. Bjork, hi Raiders, Stock Pog Raid, hi Yulin, my love. How was walk today, Freya? Hi Frey. Sniffa, hi Chocolate. Legion Remix is increasing count carry limit to 70 from 65. VR chat. I zipped my balls today. I'm sorry to hear that. Seen a photo of that. Not fun looking. I have also seen a photo of that, which is horrendous. What time are we at? We're at 25. I should probably raid now if I want to get a shower in.
Yeah. We'll have more downtime to talk about nerd shit. Some other point.
Cairo has long been like, I would never play Final Fantasy XIV. Why would I play 300 hours of a story when I can play any other Final Fantasy game and have a good story in 50 hours? And it's like, okay, fair. That's a good argument. But like Final Fantasy 14 is a really good story all the way through. It's a little slow paced at the start, but like there's so much payoff for it. There's so much payoff for it, and you can do it with friends.
Every player that you meet,
Mhm.
it's like everybody's been through it, because
Yeah.
anybody that's stayed to max level is like actually enjoyed the story, so they actually enjoyed the
Well, so here's the thing
ride.
with him. He's like, why would I play it? Why would I play it? It seems so bad. I'll never play it. Yeah, wouldn't it be funny if I played it for like my 500 follower stream on my birthday? And it's like, okay, you want to play it, dude. You actually want to play this. And so he's probably going to start in like the next week. And I'm like, I have so much hype building for Final Fantasy 14 because like, oh shit, Kyra's going to play it. I was going through it with Core. But the problem with Core is that she'll get way into Final Fantasy and then a fucking Destiny 2 patch will come out and she'll stop for a month or two and it gets really hard for her to get back into it. She has not played in like a year now. She was partway through Stormblood, I think. We were getting so close to Shadowbringers and everybody's like, please,
Shadowbringers, though.
please. There's some of us, there's so much that are like, we have to stop ourselves because we've nagged her so much about it that we think we're killing her drive to play it. But like,
Probably.
I'm hoping to some extent Cairo getting into it will get her into it. But where am I putting the camera? Where am I going with this camera? Oh, we're gonna go look at this moon thing. We're gonna get as close as we can to it. And it's on world. We are going to go play
That is a
Peak,
screensaver.
right? We're gonna go play Peak. I need to check if certain people are live today. If I see Rose Duelist live, where the fuck is my mouse? Okay. Could not find it for the life of me. It does not look like Rose is live yet.
Bye, chat.
She will probably be streaming Peak, but she probably is just going live once we start because she's a goofball and doesn't like when I rate her. My dad's friend.
Alright, I'll leave you to it.
Oh god. I had a lot of fun talking to you today. So I'm always happy when you stop by. It's always such a treat.
Yeah. I'll try not to be a stranger.
I appreciate that, but never feel like it's forced. Never feel like it's obligated.
Yeah.
It is such a pet peeve of mine when people are like, "I'm sorry, I haven't been around more." I'm like, no. This stream exists to
You're not
entertain
required
me.
to.
This stream exists to entertain me while I work out. It should be the exact same for you. It should never feel like an obligation. It should always be I want to be entertained by this. This is something that I want to like do in this moment. So
Yeah.
I get on people's case when they're like, "I'm sorry, I haven't been around more," and I'm like, "No, don't you dare." What's your rotation after Streamulant? My rotation? I don't know what you mean by
But yeah,
that.
I'm just gonna alt F4.
Okay,
because I'm
bye.
done testing.
Mm-hmm. There's time to zip yours into a zipper. No! You like Krabby Patties. Don't you, Squidward? Bye-bye. Thanks for stream. Thank you, everybody, for keeping me company. We're gonna go play Peak with Koyo. I am unsure. There shouldn't be anything after that. There won't be Xenoblade tomorrow. Do you forgive me for taking maternity leave after all? I never was mad at you for it. I swear. I love you guys. We're going to Koyo. I'll see you there. I love you. Bye.